Yo, yo, yo. We back. We back in the building, bruh. We back in the building, son. For sure, for sure. For sure. Let me tweet this out so the people can get it. Tweet this joint out. Hold up, man. Hold up, son. Yes, indeed. We back. I would say this is a must win, but that shit kind of dead at this point, right? Who are we fooling at this point? We fooling ourselves. We are fooling ourselves calling this any game a must win for the Pelicans right now. It would be nice. It would be nice to get some good quality coaching though. It would be nice to get some good quality coaching. Whoa, Happy New Year, bro. Yeah, I mean, it's like you just don't got nothing to be hopeful for with this team, especially in my opinion, as long as Borrego here, bro. And not to even be pessimistic, but I'm just like, even tonight, right? Even tonight, it's like when I talk about overcorrections. Whoa, what's happening with you, Lee? Shout out to Lee. When I talk about overcorrections, it's like Eve Misi must be in the doghouse. Eve Misi got to be in the doghouse, son. He got to be in the doghouse because to me, there's no reason for you to start Derek Queen anymore. Like, there's just no reason for you to start Derek Queen anymore. It should be Eve Misi and Carlos starting probably, right? If you're going to go with two big lineup. Whoa, what up with you, Trey? Yeah, the game about to start right now. It's crazy that, this is where we are. Yeah, 504 exactly. You know what I'm saying? Just being a realist. Just being a realist. It's like, to me, it really makes me think Eve Misi getting traded. And I think it's the wrong decision. Q, what's happening with you, Q? I think it's the wrong decision because I actually think Eve Misi's played well when he's played this season. But it's like they gonna keep trying to force Derek Queen to be a center the same way they kept trying to force Zion to be a power forward. It's like, no, brother, you need to drop those guys down a spot in the front court. Derek Queen is a power forward. Zion is a small forward, shooting guard type player. He's not a mother. Yo, what's happening with your mind, dog? Good evening to you, fam. Happy New Year. It's like, why you keep trying to force this man to play center? What's the goal? What's the goal with that? You're gonna keep forcing Derek Queen to play center. It's just stupid to me, bro. Like, it's just stupid. I don't understand it. I don't understand the line of thinking with that whatsoever. Just don't get it. I don't think Eve Misi's been bad at all. Honestly, I think Eve Misi's been pretty solid. And when he's gotten opportunities, bringing energy, defending the rim at a decent rate, he's just not an offensive threat. Not an offensive threat nearly whatsoever. But aside from that, I think he's been pretty decent. But here we are. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been a big fan of Borrego's decision making. But we'll see where that goes. I already told y'all some of the names, the coaching names that I got the coaching names I would like, and we got the coaching names that have been, in the running. And as far as the coaching names in the running, you got to keep in mind all of those coaching names not probably in the running for a head coach. Some of them may be in the running just to build out the staff. Like, you could be looking for a guy to be, associate head coach. Looking at the guy, you like this guy's offense, so you want to add him to the staff. I don't think all names are necessarily in consideration for head coach. Montdall says Zion eating habits had him playing power forward when Ingram was supposed to be the shooting guard, so they bumped everyone down. I don't really know if Ingram could play shooting guard, to be honest, Montdall. I say that just because of his foot speed. And him not really being able to beat anyone off the dribble. I do think he could play the one, though. I think he got the size advantage and the handle and the passing ability to play the one. The two, I don't know. It's interesting. I think what helped Brandon a lot is he started later in his career. I would say this year, he started gaining weight. And you get to play against lesser competition. So the confidence is through the roof. Say Pels don't like centers. Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. Chris, what's happening with your fam? Oh, yeah, look, I remember him playing like he was like a point forward, shooting guard in L.A. What you talking about? Like his second year when he started kind of coming around a little bit with the passing. Marky, what's happening, fam? He said, "Why do the Pelicans introduce last for the start? Who do the Pelicans introduce last for the starting lineup?" This one looked kind of weird. I'm not sure. It looked like it might have been Derek Queen was introduced last. At home, I'm pretty sure it's Zion. On the road, it looked kind of weird just now. Adam, what's happening with your fam? He said, "What's up, Chad Phoenix? About to steal out Lakers deal for Herb Jones with Dylan Brooks." I don't really think. Well, what's happening with your 2 time? I don't really think the Pelicans. The Lakers didn't really have a lot to offer to the Pelicans in exchange for Herb. I don't think Phoenix is getting Dylan Brooks either, though. I mean, I don't think the Lakers getting Dylan Brooks neither. I think the people who reported that, if it was those playoff guys who reported that, they like trolls. If they're the ones who reported that, because I think those are the people I saw reported, they're like kind of like trolls. They're not supposed to be taken seriously as like reporters. Let me see. Yeah, that was fake, 504 if I'm not mistaken. Most hated, what's happening with your homie? Jonathan, what's happening? He said, "I would, for the love of God, play Zion at the 1. Yeah, I mean, I don't see the thing with Jeremiah Fez is an undersized 2 at this point, right? Whoa, what's happening with your Trey? Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Hit that like button if y'all haven't already. Appreciate all y'all. Happy New Year to y'all. Jeremiah Fez needs to slow the fuck down. I like his rebounding and his ability to get up the court, but he just never making the right decision when he get up the court. Say Carlo has a huge opportunity here. Chris, I mean, potentially. I mean, if he had like an incredible game, but he's had some good games already this season, and he was still taken out of the rotation. So I don't know if do you mean he got a huge opportunity as far as he can just like take over the starting role? Maybe. Whoa, what up with you, Chris? Shout out to my dog Chris in the building, man. Say hit that like button and run up the hype, man. Y'all check out my dog Chris, man. He should be doing the post-game show if I'm not mistaken today. Well, it's not a post-game show. It's just the Sunday show. Shout out to Chris in the building, man. Chris Conner. Follow him on Twitter at Impatient Bull. See, here's the interesting thing. The Carlos success tonight, in my opinion, depends heavily on how Derek Queen does. If Derek Queen has a good game, like the motor is there, the rebounding is there, he kind of plays like he gives a damn tonight. Damn, that boy, Khalil Ware, you got to use some astringent, brother. You got to get you some clean razors and some astringent. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm glad I can't grow a beard. But yeah, that shit fucking his face up. He got to get some of that astringent. He'll be all right. But, yeah, with Queen, if Queen has a solid game, then one can say, all right, this pairing may work. But if Queen plays bad, at the 5 or the 4, they're not going to blame it on Queen. They're going to say, oh, well, the guy next to him is the problem. Like, that's been what this coaching staff has done thus far. So I need Adebayo, Ware, Powell to super stump. Let's go. Georgia pricked. I'm guessing you're a Miami Heat fan. I'm guessing if that's what you mean. Queen be limited. Makovich was fell as usual. I don't know. Carlo has had a pretty solid season when he's played. On the season, I can only think of one bad game Carlo has had, Georgia. Oh my God, that was dumb. That was dumb. Boy, that was dumb. That was dumb. And look, that's why. Whoa, Shelby, what up, fam? He said, "No, I'm a Hawks fan. I'm betting against the Pelicans." I got you, for sure. Hit the like button while you're here, Georgia. I appreciate it. And share the stream, brother. I appreciate you. Yo, Georgia, tell all the Hawks fans that we be doing the live games over here, Georgia, so they can join the chat. That'll be an interesting dynamic throughout the season. I was talking to y'all in the chat. Happy New Year to you, Shelby. Happy New Year to you and yours, fam. 2-time Gemini say I like the starting lineup. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, 2-time. I wouldn't be starting Queen no more. Queen, the motor just too bad, dog. Nice shot by Trey. The motor just too bad, dog. Chris Gray likely to be the lesser name that has a career game. I'm sorry, Chris Gray said Jovic. I really like Nikolai a lot. I think Nikolai's really good. I wish he changed his fucking name to Mike or something like that so we can stop confusing him with Joker. 9504, he a Georgia, he's a Hawks fan. He talking about the pick. What was that? What was that? That was a weird first touch. Saying Jonas and Jokic play next to each other in Denver at times, so prima donnas can do it. But see, that's the thing. Jonas and Jokic not lazy. Well, Jokic a little lazy sometimes. Jonas not lazy, and they both huge players. Queen he's like 6'9", and he's lazy. So it's like a recipe for disaster from the standpoint of like, oh, good pass. Oh, no, I'm shocked every time the Pelicans score in transition, y'all. I'm shocked every time the Pelicans score in transition. Yo, what's happening with your Broncos? Man, shout out to everybody in the chat, matter of fact. Shout out to all y'all. Yo, why are we doubling Bam? Why are we doubling Bam? So, look, we gave up 2 threes, both to Donovan Mitchell. I'm not Donovan Mitchell. To Davion Mitchell, if I'm not mistaken. Off of double teams to Bam. Why the fuck are we doubling Bam Adebayo in the post? Like, Bam Adebayo is not some go-to scorer type player. That's just a dumb philosophy. Oh, Lord. Like, man. Yeah, I hope it's not a top 3 pick. That's why you need to try to. That's why you need to be trying to win. Yeah, shout out to Michael Morgan. 3 uncontested threes already. Well, 1 was contested, was a dumbass foul by Derek, and it just, I don't know, bro. It's just, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, my dog, they acting like Bam is fucking Orlando Shaq. What is this? What is this offense? Georgia State, also a pro tip: if you stream the FM station in the background on the stream or Streamlabs, then we can have commentary conversation. You can interact with us while the announcers on the station. Jeep inform lot. Jeep does inform. You know what, Georgia? That's something I considered because I could do it on here as well with the app I'm using. But it's like with me talking and the commentators talking, I think it would be a little overwhelming for the audience. But that is, I do appreciate that advice though. Oh, nice runner by Trey. Cam, what's happening with your Cam? Mark said they always overhelp this guardian man. Exactly. It's like, why are you crashing? I don't know, bro. It's just stupid. It's just stupid, son. Like, I don't know. You would think if the argument is, man, we're getting beaten from behind the arc. That's one of our shortcomings, right? Beaten from behind the arc and off-ball defense. You would think you would put yourself in a more advantageous position by not over-helping. But you over-help every game. And you over-help on the wrong player sometimes. That was a nice... I like that shot went in by Jeremiah Fields. That was a bad shot. I'm happy that he went in, though. Yeah, it's stepping on rakes, 504. Like, some of the stuff really is stepping on rakes. So, tonight, if you're going to lose a three-point battle, you got to try to win. And you got to try to win the rebounding battle, hopefully. Georgia said, if you keep it low, actually it works. Other streamers doing it to get more exposure. Okay, cool. I'm going to have to try that then. I'm going to try that out. I appreciate it. I'm going to try that out. Because I think I could do it on one of these. Because I got 2. Oh, boy. Oh, my God. Boy, look, y'all don't remember. Y'all don't remember, man. It was a couple years ago, bro, on Twitter. And when we was it was like the trades that was in consideration were Norman Powell, CJ McCollum. Oh my God. Norman Powell, CJ McCollum, and De'Aaron Fox. I said, yo, you gotta trade for, to me, I said trade for Norman Powell or De'Aaron Fox. And look, I like CJ. I say this as a person who likes CJ. I say trade for Norman Powell because he's cheaper, he's relatively younger. Well, he's younger, yeah. He's a little younger, he's cheaper, and you can get more assets. It's all about cost acquisition. They traded for CJ, of course. Look, the catchphrase I used to say is like, yo, Norman Powell is like 85% of CJ. Because the CJ we got wasn't CJ. That was like the older CJ that changed his game. CJ in Portland was a totally different player. CJ in Portland was a fucking animal. Like, he was an animal, seriously. But it is what it is. But yeah, like, I think Zion got, 2 touches? He traveled on 1, got fouled on 1. And we gave up another 3. This coaching staff is so trash, bro. This coaching staff is trash. I mean, just god-awful garbage trash, bro. Why? That's the thing. Look, I'm listening to Antonio Daniels right now, right? Think about how stupid this sounds. Whoa, shout out to your dad. What's happening, fam? Look, I'm listening to this, right? I'm listening to this. Think about how stupid this fucking sounds. They're taking the ball out and at a Bam Adebayo's hands. Why? Why? If Bam beat you, then you just deserve to lose. Why are you letting all the shooters launch these fucking threes knowing you have no way of making up for that? This is an entirely stupid defensive scheme. Why are you doubling Bam Adebayo? Bam Adebayo is not a guy who's out here dropping 50, 60 fucking points. Let him take them difficult ass middies and all them shots he likes to take. Why are we this coaching staff is stupid, bro. It's just fucking stupid. It's stupid, bro. It really is, dog. It really is dumb. It really is dumb. It really is dumb, bro. Like, it is unbelievable. Yeah, it's like, Bam be getting like 12 points some night. So, like, why are we folks like, we got to stop Bam. We can't let Bam beat us. What are you doing? That's ridiculous. Mondo said, you know why they didn't trade Fox, right? They were still feeling in the air how Fox used to treat Lonzo. Oh, God. Oh, my God. That would be so crazy. It's funny. One of my guys, man, shout out to my dog. He had showed me something like Fox was really open to coming to New Orleans, and Fox was kind of offended that New Orleans didn't trade for him. He was like, CJ over me? It you know, shout out to Darren Fox, man. I mean, the reason I wanted Fox, I still thought Fox had defensive upside. Bree, what's up with you, Bree? Say Pelicans don't have to overhelp considering the Heat don't use. The Heat not even playing a center. The Heat not even playing a center. Why are you like? What are you doing? Like, come on, man. Like, well, I guess you got Ware, who's a center, but Ware is not like a traditional back to the basket, fucking 300-pound center. Like, that's not what's happening here. You just you overhelping Zion in the corner chilling. Like, it's just look. Zion been in the corner for about 8 seconds. Been in the corner about 8 seconds. What is this offense? Nah, motherfucker, gotta do a bailout shot. Get in there, ho. Whoa, Chung, what's happening with you, dog? Yeah, Chung, this coaching staff is terrible, bro. I'm like, look, I'm on a warpath now. I'm on a warpath. Oh, Lord. I'm on a coaching staff warpath right now. Cause ain't no way in the world that if imagine if Willie Green was coaching like this. You know what people would say? If Willie Green was coaching like this, people would say, come on, man, your specialty is supposed to be defense. Right? That's what people would say. But with Borrego, it's like, it ain't like the Pelicans out here putting 150 up on motherfuckers. Like, come on, man. Sko, what's happening with your homie? Trey said Pelicans lose when teams make their threes. Yeah, and when they give up offensive boards. That's why you can't miss your free throws and you can't give up offensive rebounds. You can't give up second chance opportunities. Like, the thing with Norman Powell is making contested threes. Like, he not being left wide open. Davion Mitchell hit a couple like wide open threes, but Norman Powell is making contested threes. Let's see. Mondo said, Chad, guess what? It's January. Remember what I said about Barrett? Yeah, look, I'm with you. And I ain't gonna lie, Mondo, I ain't make it to January. I was in December. I was like, nah, this homie gotta go. Homie trash. I ain't gonna lie. Bing say Powell on one. Yeah, Powell balling. Chunk said gotta get SEAL Team 6 to get rid of this staff. Yeah, bro, I'm calling everybody I know. I'm trying to make some things happen. I'm trying to make some moves, though. King Sam, what's happening with you, fam? What's happening with you? Say GSP say Willie Green must have been right. Not enough minutes at the 5. We barely see Carlo, and now that he got the start over, we will barely see Eve. You know what? I think my thing was there was enough minutes at the 5, but it probably wasn't enough minutes at the 4. It's not enough minutes at the 5 if you want Derrick Queen to play 5, which Derrick Queen should never play in the NBA. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's bizarre. Don Guillory said my guy took 6 years to get Zion to his actual position, small forward, 2 bigs. Yeah, I mean, and they still ain't got a center, or they still won't play the centers they have like consecutively. I'm interested if they'll play Eve tonight. I'm very interested to see if they actually play him tonight. Or Looney. You may not need to play Looney tonight, but I would be interested to see if they play Eve or Looney tonight. George, is 23-3? Oh, 23-21. You talking about the score? Say how many threes they had? 7? I think what? Powell hit what? 4? Davion Mitchell hit 2? Did somebody else hit 1? It's at least 6 or 7. Me say I'm calling it a win tonight. I think they can win. I think they can win, bro. E-Dog, what's happening with you, E? Say Miami had 7-3 makes already. Yeah. Yeah, look, yeah, my dog, it's some things I saw I just wasn't liking. And look, I don't like his interviews. I don't like nothing about this guy. I don't like nothing about this guy. I don't like that he keep calling New Orleans resilient. It's like, you know what? That's like being in an abusive relationship. I don't want to hear, or like that's like a boxer and you talking about a boxer and you're like, he's got a great chin. Stop hitting me in the fucking face. Like, I don't like, stop making me have to overcome shit. I don't want to be strong all the time. I don't want to be resilient. Stop making me overcome shit all the time. God damn. What the fuck? Why can't you just make my life easier? What the fuck? Jesus. Yeah, like Borrego, I mean, and I'm starting to think, just based on some of the things I've come to realize now, and I know now, I'm kind of like, Derek, what was that? What was that, dog? Oh my God, dog. Derek Queen, bro. Derek Queen, dog, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I regret that. Every time I watch Derek play, I regret that trade more and more and more, bro. Not even because of where the pick may land. I just hate how Derek Queen plays. I really hate how Derek Queen plays, though. Like, I think Derek Queen has one of the lowest defensive IQs I've ever seen. Like, I really hate how Derek Queen plays, bro. Like, seriously. He just reminds me so much of Fat Zion, dog. But, like, Fat Zion was so cold offensively, though, you can live with it. But he just not even that cold offensively. So it doesn't make you like, what the fuck, bro? Like, today, I put this like today, bro. And look, I could be wrong 3-4 years from now. I could be wrong. If the Wizards called me today and said, we'll trade you Alex Sarr for Derek Queen, I would do that in a heartbeat. I would do that shit in a heartbeat, bro. Alex Sarr for Derek Queen, I'd do that in a heartbeat. Do that in a heartbeat. My name is my name. 504 boy was I hate your gums because they black. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the Tyler Hero shit. That's kind of weird. That seems like something you should be fined for. If a player's available. I mean, I guess in theory you could just give a person a DNP coach's decision, but it is kind of weird how they phrased it. You say the announcers downplay our lack of effort on closing out threes too much. If everybody shoot this well against you, you're doing something wrong. It's not just luck. Yeah, at some point it's you. You know what I'm saying? At some point, it's either you schematically or it's the guys you got on the floor that's just like dumb or not closing out with effort. Like Derek Queen is giving up a 4-point play and a 3-point play just by being dumb. Like just by like not being smart defensively. Like it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Oh, that's a bullshit call. Ain't nowhere in the world that's a 3-point call. Ain't nowhere in the world that was a 3-point call. Now that's something you challenge, but he's not gonna challenge it. Let me see. Me say DQ has too much control of the offense. For how he's playing now, he has way too much control. For how he's playing now, not at all. Yeah, Chunk say DQ is Fat Zion without the offense and without the defense. Yeah, that's kind of how I look at him. Like Derek's whole body composition would have to change. Like that's the scary part. Like his entire body composition would have to change to be an effective starting front court player. And I just don't know if I see that, honestly. I don't know if I see that as being realistic. What up, Cheddar? Happy New Year to you and your fam. Yeah, man, I hope we can win as well, dog. What up, Wayne? I hope we can get this one as well, Wayne. I mean, they need it desperately. And I don't think Miami has a huge talent advantage. I just think they use their best players better. Yeah, VJ Edgecombe is having a hell of a year. He cooled down a little bit. Now, I would be trying to get is it McCain? I'll be trying to get McCain from them if I could. I'm like, he not playing. Y'all might need a backup center. We ain't really playing Eve anyway. I'll be trying to get Jared McCain from them. I hated that shot by Poole right there. I didn't like that shot at all by Poole. There's no discipline on this offense, dog. Yeah, that Messi power foul was the worst. That was a bullshit call. And then I saw like the Spurs game. I think it was Brunson. Oh, Zion just that was fucking cold. Like Brunson just he got that call at the end of the game, and it's like they just too selective, bro. Like it's all about favoritism. It's all about favoritism. I ain't like that Trey shot neither. That was a terrible shot by Trey. Good follow up, Eve. That was a terrible Trey shot. Would you give up Fears and Queen for Cooper Flag of Egypt? Yeah, hell yeah, for Flag. Yeah, I'll do that right now. I'll do that deal right now. I think Cooper Flag really good. I think a lot of people didn't like Cooper Flag, honestly, because he was white. I'm gonna just keep it real. I think people didn't like Cooper Flag because he was white. Like watching Cooper Flag, like in college, I was like, this dude, this good. He's a stat sheet stuffer, and he's only 19. Yeah, it's no way you don't see the talent. Like it's just no way you don't see the talent. That dude cold. Like I thought he was cold in college. I thought he was cold when he first got drafted. I don't know what people seeing. I don't know. I don't know. That's why I don't get into the politics part of it. I go by if a motherfucker cold or not. If motherfucker cold, they cold. Q say, but how the refs are calling the game, JP easily finna foul Bill on 3. Oh yeah. Now that's another thing too. With how the refs calling the game and with how Miami shooting, they gonna get desperate at a certain point. The Pelicans gonna get desperate. They're gonna start taking bad shots. Like what's his name? Start taking bad shots like Trey just took. Start taking bad shots like Poole just took. You don't get desperate. Like, we need threes. Just start throwing threes. It's like, yeah, I guess. But you kind of, your bad defense kind of let them get going from three. You're over helping on Bam. Let Davion Mitchell hit 2 threes. You fouled Powell on a 3. He got a 4-point play. You let them find their rhythm from beyond the arc. And that's, now you just swimming. Spectacular. What's happening, fam? Yeah, Poole shot selection right there was atrocious. I didn't like that shot. He missed a wide open shot from the corner though. But I did not like that that motherfucking pull up just now. That's what the thing Poole keep doing that's weird to me is he's up faking. They're biting on the up fake, but he don't jump into the contact. He'll wait for them to fly by and then shoot a 3. He never makes it. Just jump into the contact and get 3 free throws when they bite on the up fake. If you're going to foul bait, that's how you should do it. Like, in my opinion. What's up, D-Wade? I'm chilling, homie. Bing said we wasted like half the minute. Yeah, we wasted most of that first quarter with Zion. That was a waste of time. And we do that. And see, that's the thing. Like, people can talk about Zion not playing 40 minutes or what have you, right? People can talk about that. The context is when he does play, you're not getting him the ball. Get him the fucking ball when he's playing, bro. It's come on. Like, what are we doing here? Like, it's ridiculous, bro. Michael Morgan say, man, 10 made threes in the first quarter. The defensive system is trash. Well, hopefully they just starting off hot and they're going to cool down tremendously. There go Chris Quinn right there standing next to Coach Bo. I hope Chris Quinn watching this game saying, I can really do something with this team. Say Poole think he still play with Steph and Clay. Yeah, Poole, you ain't getting that respect. You gotta relax. You're not getting that respect no more. Not at all. Brush said, do you think Cooper Flag is that much better than Derek Queen? Yeah. Hell yeah. I think too much gotta go right for Derek Queen in the NBA. I think his body composition has to change. He gotta develop a jumper. He gotta improve his motor. And he can very, very easily end up being like a 6-man type player. Whereas Cooper Flag, I think Cooper Flag can play any kind of way. I think Derek Queen can only play one way. And that's gonna be tough. About time one of them bitches go in. Trey shooting them bitches though. Trey is shooting them bitches. Yeah, D-Wade, that first shot was nice too. He just missed. But that second one was real nice. Trey, why are you over helping on Bam? Why are you helping on Bam there? Who do we think Bam is? Dog? Like, that's crazy, bro. Why we keep doing this? Who do we think Bam is? Why are we over helping on Bam? Giving up easy reverse layups. Oh my God, bro. That's just, what is the messaging from the coaching staff? Tell these motherfuckers stop helping all together. They must think this dude is Wilt. They think Bam is Wilt. They think he Wilt. What are we doing? Did Bam even score tonight? I don't even think Bam has scored tonight. What are we doing? Why are we overhelping on Bam? Jesus Christ, if Bam about to make a motherfucking hook shot or turnaround fade away, you just live with it. He is not Anthony Davis. What are we doing? Man, bro, that is stupid, bro. That is stupid. God damn. That's why I hate the dumbass talking point that, oh, well, we don't have defenders. You don't need a fucking ace defender on some of these guys. You don't need motherfucking Dennis Rodman guarding Bam, and I'm not disrespecting Bam, but who you think Bam is? That's not that type of player, bro. It's not that type of player. You don't need motherfucking Dennis Rodman, Ron Harper guarding Bam. Like, that's not what you need, honestly, bro. And there's no disrespect to Bam. But come on, man. Oh, that was a foul. That was a bullshit-ass foul. I thought Poole was for sure about to shoot a three. I thought Poole was about to shoot a three when he got the ball back. He said, Bam is Nigerian. Hakeem. Oh, that's what they think he is, Hakeem? Because Jesus Christ, bro. Yeah, Trey Johnson waking up. I'm glad he got over his injury. Oh, that was a huge shot by Trey. Trey would not have shot in that shot a couple days ago. That's a huge shot by Trey. Dev, what's happening with your fam? Dev say more and more. Look at this. Rebound. Good rebound, Misi. Trey, wake up! Fuck, wake up. Open your eyes, man. Good hustle right there, Misi. Oh, Poole, you ain't got the lane, Poole. You ain't got the lane. Give it up. You ain't got the lane on him. Give it up. Oh, Trey tripping. That was bad. Now look, that was bad, Trey. Now look, I love the aggression, but that was bad. Like I love the aggression, but that was bad. You gotta tone that shit down just a little bit. But I love the aggression. But you didn't have to bite right there if you Poole. That's a good rotation. That's good defensive rotation right there. Bryce was a little late. See, Eve. I think Poole really overhelped right there. Eve, that was a decent closeout, but he lost his footing and he couldn't recover. So that forced Bryce to overhelp. Now, that was terrible by Poole. All right, it's time to sit down, Poole. You're hurting a lot more than you're helping right now. Poole, you can go sit down. I've seen enough of this. All right, Poole, you can go sit down, bro. You're not helping at all. That's about 3 bad plays in a row by Poole. It's a surprise Jose not in yet knowing Borrego. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised he's not in either. That was a take foul. Say, do you think if we had Bam, we would be in the playoff? Nah, brush. I don't think so. I don't think Bam's that good, honestly. I think Bam's like a solid third, fourth option type guy. I don't think Bam's that good. His contract is awful too. Bam's contract is awful. Bree say Poole on that stuff. Yeah, he need to cut that hair, dog. Go back to a nice low fade cut or something. Oh, he flopped. Nah, he flopped right there. How he flung his head back, he give his motherfucking self whiplash. He said, do you think Des Bane would do well here? Yeah, I do. I would love to have Des Bane on this team. Michael Morgan said, so they stopped switching to start overhelping. They always been overhelping crazily, which I don't understand. Like, they were overhelping even when they had Herb. So it's like, man, you either believe in your guys to be able to guard their yard or you don't. Like, I don't know, bro. But yeah, I thought Misi's defense has been solid. It's just the Pelicans losing when they get into Scrabble mode. They really losing when they get into Scrabble mode. Whoa, Meech said, what's good, fam? Just hope we can get this dub. Yeah, I do as well, Meech. I really hope we can get this win tonight, man. For real. 504 boy said, yeah, Poole high every game. Waiting to be removed. I think, oh, Lord. That was a bad miss free throw. I do think Poole look crazy as hell right now. Poole just looked like he looked his first year in Washington, honestly. I'm just saying, for as like his look, his demeanor, he looked like he might be battling major depression. Jay Berg, what's happening with your Squallow? Say the Pels suck so bad, Prime MJ couldn't save them. I don't know about that. I don't know. I think MJ would have his in the bag. But see, good hustle right there by Poole. Don't shoot it. Good pass. No, boy, Micah, if you don't pass that fucking ball. Boy, I thought PV was about to go up with that. Trey had an easy 3-point foul right there. He didn't, nice shit by Micah. Trey had an easy 3-point foul right there if he would have went up. He had an easy 3-point foul right there if he would have went up right there. I don't blame him for not going up, though, because it ended up being an assist. But he had an easy 3-point foul right there if he would have went up. Because motherfucker was in his chest. Pause. Who's that? Jovic? I thought Jovic had a fucking shoulder injury, but yeah, Poole too small to be guarding Jovic right there. I would like to see Bryce guard him in that situation. Oh, you had Messi right there. Look at the cut. Ah, Messi, you got to go up with that. You got to go with that, Messi. You got to go up with that. Say, ever since Trey became an all-star, he's been mediocre. Well, ever since he started talking about becoming an all-star, oh my God, Bryce. Dog, Bryce is so trash with that. Bryce does that all the time, dog. Take the fucking ball with you, bro. Take the ball with you, bro. God damn. What is Bryce doing? Spectacular Insight says Zion. I don't think they trade in Spectacular. I don't think they trade in Zion, Spectacular Insight. If they do trade him, it'll probably be in the offseason, but I don't think they trade him at the deadline. Value too low. You couldn't get nothing. Can't secure the fucking rebound. By the grace of God, they missed that. Got us to be able to secure the rebound. All things considered, if you take away that dumbass foul on Powell that wasn't really a 3-point foul, and you take away that 4-point play, you know, you had a solid you had a really good offensive quarter. You had a good offensive quarter, all things considered, because look, they hit so many threes, it ain't too much you can do. They hit 10 threes in the first quarter. I mean, well, at one point, I don't even know if they hit more than that. But they hit like 10 threes earlier in the first quarter. So it's gone about as bad for you as it can go. What you can't start doing is giving up offensive rebounds and turning the ball over. Like that Bryce turnover, that was dumb. The Poole turnover was dumb. Queen 4-point play was dumb. Queen 3-point play was dumb. That bogus ass call that they gave Powell from Jan Ark was dumb. What did I just list about what, like 11 points? So if you eliminate those mistakes, you're winning this game. But I might be asking for too much. Yeah, Messi balling. My dog said Trey, who I thought he was all along, fucking role player. Now here's the thing, my dog. If he a role player, that's cool. The question is he a high level role player? Because if he's just a mediocre ass role player, now you got a problem. If he's Desmond Bane, you happy. But if he's Desmond Bane, you happy. If he's who else was like a high level role player that became an all-star? If he's Desmond Bane, you happy. If he's a version of Brandon Ingram, you happy. But if he like, no disrespect to, like he Aaron Naismith, now you're upset. Now you're upset. So now it's basically about who is he. The issue I have is, that's why I don't like the fact that you stick with this coaching staff, because now all the players got a built-in excuse. They got a built-in excuse, all the players. They're like, oh, well, I mean, what do you expect? You know, the coaching staff was so bad. It's like, yeah, I guess. But now I'm never getting really I'm not really getting an opportunity to evaluate the roster. Because now in my mind, I have this coaching staff issue. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's annoying. Yeah, Messi balling though. Messi ball. Yeah, Poole need to tuck his jersey in. Tuck your jersey in, bro. You ain't earned the right to play with your jersey tucked out right now. You need to tuck your jersey in. They said, what's the over under how many teams Poole plays for in his career? 7? This is his 3rd one. Probably, maybe. Scholes say, but I mean that's a lot more common nowadays though. What Paul George is on, what, his fucking 6th team? That's playing for a lot of teams is more common than it used to be. You think Luka was on the team, they would at least be AC? I don't know. That's a good question. Not with this staff, no. Not with this staff, I don't. Luka's never played for a bad coach. The worst coach Luka's played for has been J.J. Redick. Luka's never played for a bad coach. I guess it depends on how you feel about Jason Kidd. I think Jason Kidd's a solid coach. Because Jason Kidd discovered Point Giannis. And he got Cooper Flag playing out of his fucking mind right now. I don't like this lineup. I don't like this lineup at all. Don't like the lineup. Don't like this lineup at all. Don't like it. Don't like it. Good hustle. Oh, my God. Dog, Derek Queen is such a frustrating player, dog. Derek Queen is a frustrating player. So, like, this is the thing. Like, we talk about stops, right? Now, the Pelicans just got 2 possessions. They got 2 stops on those 2 possessions. Can they score? Because, thank you, Jeremiah Fields. Good shot right there. Can you score? Because my position is the defense is an issue, but the offense is the greater issue because you can't score when you get fucking stops. Get the rebound, man. Shit. Goddamn rebound. You know, my dog, the thing is, my dog, where I disagree a little bit, which I agree with you to an extent, where I disagree is the issue with them trading BI is what you traded him for. The fact that you couldn't get, oh Lord, god damn, that was cold. The issue is that you traded him for Kelly Olynyk and Bruce Brown, and neither one of them on the team. So, you know, and DeJounte's hurt, so you never really got to see what he would be with that. It's just tough. It's tough when you kind of like you lose an asset for nothing. And you can't replenish the talent because you're dealing with another injured asset. Get the ball back to Zion, somebody. Fuck. Get the plate around that side. Oh yeah, and that trade, oh, you talking about what? That was pick 23. You know what I'm saying? That pick ended up being pick 23. So I mean, not pick 23. I'm sorry. That pick ended up being a lottery protected first, top 4 protected if I'm not mistaken. But see, if Indiana still had that pick, if Indiana didn't have that pick, they wouldn't be as bad as they are right now. That's another thing. If Indiana had that pick, they wouldn't be as bad as they are right now, in my opinion. I hate that Zion so injury prone. It could be, none of this would be a discussion. Yeah, that's the issue with Zion. It's not a talent issue to me. It's always it's a for one effort issue, effort and availability. But you either that guy or you not, man. At the end of the day. You either that guy, you fucking not. Look at that. Turnovers, bro. Turnovers. You either that guy, you not, in my opinion. Like, you need to, it gets to a certain point where, now, you can average 30 and the team be trash. There ain't too much you can do about that. But at the same time, you got to go out and get the fucking 30, man. You got to go out and be a guy. You got to go be somebody. If you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. Only 3 people can hit that note. Me, Whitney Houston, and David Ruffin. Only 3 of us can hit that note, and the two of them are no longer with us. But hold on, let me see. Man, I would love to have Kelly Olynyk on this roster right now, dog. Me and Ross was saying, as soon as that trade was announced, we was both like, man, I wish we could have kept Kelly Olynyk. Like, I just like Kelly Olynyk. I hate playing against Kelly Olynyk, but I like his game for the Pelicans. He can rebound. He's not like terrible defensively, and he can shoot. Good defense right there. No! See, you getting us. Look, you got to stop. You just, oh my, Derek, stop doing that. Stop fucking doing it. Oh my God, bro. No, bro. No, bro. No. You getting the stops. You getting the stops. Get Queen off the floor. You're getting the stops. You just can't fucking score. You're getting the stops. You're getting the stops. Get Derek off the fucking floor. Get him off the floor. He just went coast to coast twice and missed 2 fucking layups. Pass the ball. Get him off the fucking floor. What is happening here? What is happening here? You're getting the stops. You're getting the fucking stops. You're getting the stops. I don't care about what they say about the defense. You're getting the fucking stops. You're turning the ball over. Get him off the fucking court. Get Jose little ass off the fucking court. Get your tiny ass off the court, man. Fuck. The fuck is wrong with these niggas, man? The fuck? Man, bro. Man, get this. Is this nigga crazy? No, oh my God. Get this nigga out of here. Get it. What the fuck? No, bro. No, bro. No, bro. No. Coach, can you call timeout? Coach, call timeout! It was a fucking tie game! You got all the stops! Bro, you got all the fucking stops, bro. You got all the stops. These dudes kept... Look at that, bro. Look at that, bro. Come on, bro. Get these stupid motherfuckers off the court, man. Get these dudes off the court! How many fucking stops you need in a row? Pelicans had about 8 fucking stops in a row. Had about 8 stops in a fucking row. Kept turning the ball over. Derek Queen moving like a fucking seal out there. Jose Petite, tiny ass. Get this motherfucking Toy Story nigga out of here, man. Get these dudes out of here, bro. What is these dudes doing, bro? No indeed. No indeed, bro. No indeed, dog. That's my problem, bro. It's not necessarily a talent issue. It's not a talent issue. These niggas is dumb, bro. They got way too much freedom. There's no way you string together that many stops. There's no way you string together that many stops, right? And not only do you, dog, there's no way you string together that many stops and you just can't score. While Zion's on the court, Zion's showing effort on both sides of the ball. Get the ball to your best player, man. This dude went coast to coast and he went coast to coast twice. Coast to coast twice and left with 0 points. Coast to coast twice and left with 0 points, dog. Coast to coast twice and left with 0 fucking points, bro. 0 points. Didn't get fouled. Got... Dog, like, and look, I ain't really mean this. No, I did mean it the way it sounded. I said this a long time ago. I said, don't bring in no more DMV players. Like, don't bring in no players from the DMV, dog. Like, just don't do it. Just don't do that, dog. Like, I said that before they even drafted Queen, bro. And I like Derek Queen, but I'm just like, no, because you ain't really got the coaching staff to really insulate those type of players and give them what they need. Don't bring in no more players from the DMV. I just don't think it's a good idea. And they just keep doing it. Don't do it no more. Don't do that no more, dog. Just stop it. You got 2. And you need 1 fewer of them. Get Jordan Hawkins out of here. If you got Queen, that's it. Just leave it alone. Just leave it alone, bro. Like, just leave it alone, dog. Don't do it, bro. You done gave DMV a chance, bro. They can't say you ain't never showed them no love. Just move on, bro. Like, don't do that no more. Don't do that no more, bro. Don't do that no more. We down fucking 6. Like, hold on. Let me look at these plays. Okay, it was 43-43, right? Jovic misses. Jose turns the ball over. Then it's 45-43. Jeremiah Fears turns the ball over. Queen turns the ball over. Ware hits a 3. Queen hits a 2. Now you're down 3. Like, it was just, you just kept turning the fucking ball over, dog. You just kept turning the ball over. And Queen's still on the court after that sequence. How is he still on the court after that sequence, bro? I don't give a fuck who you put out there. You just shouldn't have him out there right now. You shouldn't have him out there right now, son. No. Nah, get the fuck out of here. No. Dog, no, bro. I don't care, son. I really don't care, son. Nah, dog, like, I don't care, son. Yeah, Derek, we know it's your fault. Derek, who else fault would it be? Derek, we know it's your fault. Who else fault would it be, Derek? He patting the chest like it's on me. We know, Derek. We know. We watching the game. Who else fault would it be? Man. All right, Derek. Nice drive by Trey. Nice finish. Dog, Derek, you say Derek is hurt. This is why? You think he hurt? He been hurt for a long time if he hurt, because this is about 5-6 games in a row that he been just god awful. He's awful. Look, bro, I tweeted this the other day. Bro. I was like, no, I'm watching this game, this Blazers game, and I know they missing a lot of players, but one player they're absolutely not missing right there is Derek Queen. Like you gonna have to figure this out with Derek Queen, though. You cannot continue to play Derek Queen at center. You cannot continue to play Derek Queen at center, bro. He's just he's a liability on both sides of the court. Like he's just way too much of a liability on both sides of the court. Like I don't care what the advanced numbers say. When you watch the fucking game, he's just it's too much of a liability, dog. You can't play like this in 2025, dog. You can't. I'm sorry, 2026. You can't have this low of a motor, this low of an IQ, and this low of just ability right now. Like the ability and IQ and motor just ain't there, dog. He keep throwing these alleys, dog. He keep throwing these fucking. This man that turned the ball over about 7 times throwing these alleys, and he just keep throwing them, dog. Keep throwing them, bro. He keeps throwing these alleys, dog. He keep throwing this man has thrown 3 fucking alleys. He's 0 for 3 on the alleys, bro. He's thrown 3 alleys and he's 0 for 3 on the alleys, bro. He threw 2 to Carlo that were turnovers. Threw 1 to Trey that Trey missed. Ended up being another turnover. Stop doing it, bro. Common sense. Just common sense. Basic common sense. Prison education. Look at this guy, man. Look at this fucking guy, bro. Look at this dude, bro. Grab. Nah, dog. I ain't gonna lie, boy. I would trade Derek Queen so fast right now. I ain't gonna lie, dog. I'm not gonna lie. I just don't see it, dog. Like I just don't see it. I see a guy who can very, very easily end up being a 6-man player. I can very easily see that. Like, because I say that because he's not very strong, right? He's not very strong. He can't really shoot right now. I mean, he's trying. His motor is terrible and he can't jump. So only a couple of those things he can actually improve, being his motor and his strength. But he's only like 6'9". He's a small 6'9". So he gonna end up being a power forward. And it's some of these things, like everything just too difficult, bro. Like, look, and he keeps throwing them. He keeps doing it. This nigga crazy. He keeps doing it. He keeps fucking doing it, bro. This nigga keep doing it. This nigga crazy, son. Get him off the court. What are we doing? What more do you need to see? What more do you need to see? What more do you need to see, son? What more do you need to see, son? Like what are you? And he just turned it over on the inbound. And he just turned it over on the fucking inbound, bro. And he just turns it over on the inbound. Coach, can we get a timeout? Well, fuck, you can't call timeout. You only got 5 timeouts left. Can't. Look, my thing is, why are you throwing them? You done missed a bunch of these alleys. Why are you throwing them? Common sense would say, just don't throw them no more. Just don't throw them no more. Like, what are we doing here? Hold up. I got something for you. How do I... Damn, I don't even know how to do this. Damn, never mind. Oh, great shot right there, Trey. Great shot right there, Trey. Bruce say, you do realize the people that's running the team now made that move, so we in trouble for a long time. I mean, it is what it is. Somebody fighting, y'all. Yeah, like Trey, that's the thing. My thing is, I would prefer they just stop throwing them bitches all together, right? But at some point, again, yeah, just catch it and try to lay the ball up. But why you think you got this bandwidth to just keep doing this? Then you turn the ball over on a fucking inbound Like he just been awful, dog. Like he's very hard to watch. He's extremely hard to watch, bro. Like seriously, Derek is extremely hard to watch, bro. It's extreme. You say jumping can be improved though. Get this man some strength shoes at what year? He's 21 years old. It's over for that. If it's the black stuff. I mean, he can do like some pyrokinetic exercises that kind of improve that, but I don't know. I don't think strength shoes helping no grown man at 21. See, I'm surprised we're not down by more. Yeah, no, but see, that's the thing, Bing. The Pelicans not down by more because the roster is somewhat talented. The roster has some talent, right? Miami's not that good. The roster has some talent. That's why the Pelicans not getting beat by 30, 40 fucking points because they got some talent. But it's the finer details. That's what I'm saying. Like, you could do, like, plyometrics, like, you could do that, but, I mean, you kind of built how you built at a certain point. But, you know, some of this shit is just ridiculous. Bruce said because they're able to do it in practice, they don't realize practice. And not only that, Bruce, they doing it in practice against another trash-ass team. They playing themselves. Jesus Christ. My dog said, the fuck he getting some stride, right stretch shoes, like he learning to walk. Man, nah, just tweaking. Eve Meesey is better at center. At the center position, Eve Meesey is better than Queen. Queen is a power forward. Queen shouldn't be playing center. He shouldn't be playing center. Queen shouldn't be playing center. He shouldn't be. And not only should he not be playing center, he shouldn't be playing as many minutes as he's playing, and he shouldn't be operating with as much the decision making. Because at this point, Queen missed one game, right? So what was it? Cleveland. Let's just say Phoenix. I'm not even gonna count Cleveland. Let's say Phoenix. Who they lose to after Phoenix? The Bulls. In this game. So Queen has had about, I feel like I'm missing a couple games. Oh, the Knicks, that's 4. Queen has had about 4 or 5 bad games in a row. Like extremely bad games. No, David, shout out to David Mitchell in the building. No, David, I'm giving them grace. I've given them that's why I really haven't said much about them till now. But I've been seeing this for a long time. I just haven't been saying anything about it. I've been giving him a ton of grace because I know he already got like the pressure on him. If he just wasn't good, I can live with it. It ain't the fact that he's not good. He just can't do nothing. Like, I mean, he's lazy. He's lazy and the IQ is bad. If he was just trash, I would feel better. I was like, well, fuck it. Ain't nothing he can do. His IQ is bad. But he ain't got the talent. He got some talent. He just so slow and lazy. And the IQ is bad. It's like, bro, what are you doing? Like, why the fuck you running a reverse when a straight up halfback dive will work? Why you playing? He throwing passes like he playing arena football. Like he trying to throw the shit off the net. What are you doing? Just tweaking. Meesey don't control if he starts or not, bro. Zion ain't start all season. Like he don't control if he starts or not. I ain't like that pass by Trey. That was a pre-scripted pass. Trey didn't read the defense well right there. I ain't like that pass at all. I didn't like that pass whatsoever. See what I mean? Getting the stops, can't score. Getting the stops, can't score. Georgia, he not hurt. He ain't hurt, Sam. He ain't hurt, fam. Hey, look. This is my thing, Georgia. You make a good point. Here's the thing. And I was telling people this when I was on Propel, so I used to do the show. Like, if Atlanta called you right now and said, yo, we'll give you your pick back for Derek Queen, most people would be like, all right, let's do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, oh, Trey, you tripping. Now, here's the thing. Trey had created enough space that I would have liked him to go up and shoot that. But I think Derek needs some time in the G. Oh, no, they putting Derek back in the game. Why would you put him back in the game right there? Why are you putting Derek back in the game right there? Why you putting Derek back in the game right there in that situation? That don't make no sense. Eve Meese ain't do nothing wrong for you to take him out the game. That was a fucking and one. Eve Meese ain't do nothing wrong just now for you to take him out the game. Why you put Derek back in the game in that situation? That didn't make any sense. Oh my God. That was good defense right there by Poole. Good on-ball defense. Go off, say you have to take the good and the bad with DQ. These habits need to be coached out. At least he's passing to the hot hand. He feeding Trey. I mean, I guess, Oh, good defense right there by Poole. I thought Poole could have chased that down, though. I think he gave up a little too early. But good defense right there by Poole. Tuck your jersey in, bro. Say the details is that the IQ is bad on this team, bro. Yeah, the IQ is bad on the team, period. The IQ is bad on this team, period. Yeah, damn, that's 3 great defensive possessions by Jordan Poole in a row. What's happening? Yeah, I'm about to say that's 3 great possessions by Jordan Poole in a row defensively. 3 great possessions by Jordan Poole in a row. Defensively, those were 3 great possessions. If he can lock in like that defensively, boy, like you talking about something nice. Oh, fuck! I thought he was gonna lay that shit off the glass. God damn. I thought he was gonna lay that shit off the glass. I blame that on Poole. Queen not like a rim protector, but that's one of the reasons why you would like Eve Meese in the game. Somebody who can actually protect the rim. Look, back-to-back turnovers. Because that Jordan Poole attempt was basically a turnover. Say those Murphy was better than Ingram takes for a while. And I don't know basketball. Look at that. Look at that, bro. You got a center under the rim. He don't foul Bam. He don't wrap Bam up. He let Bam get the offensive board and go right back up for a dunk. He let Bam. Yo, you really gotta send Queen to the G League, bro. You gotta send Queen to the G League, dog. Send him to the G League. Send him to the G League, dog. Cause it's like he ain't got no rhythm. He don't know what to do. He just look crazy, bro. He just look fucking crazy, bro. Yo, look, Queen, why are you under the bro? He was just chilling in the paint for no reason. You down 4 and you still doubling Bam, who hasn't done anything. Bam got 2 points. No, he got 4. Bam got 4 points at this point, dog. Why'd you take Carlo and Meese out the game, dog? Why'd you take Carlo and Meese out the game for Queen, dog? It don't make no sense. Now it's 1 minute left and you trying to check Micah Peavy back into the game. I don't know for whom. Oh, damn. Zion missed Trey right down the wing. Turn the ball over again, bro. Look at this, bro. These dudes is just, oh my God, bro. Oh my God, bro. These dudes is just ridiculous, bro. This coaching staff is just so trash to me. Bro. Like, the shit they allow these dudes to get away with, these rotations, everything about it. The game was tied. Bro. The game was tied. You were getting the stops. What was the point of this? The game was tied. You checked Derek Queen back into the game, and they went on. Let me see. The game was tied. Derek Queen checks in, and they go on a 2, 4, 6. They go on a 6-0 run. You give up an offensive rebound. Now you're down by 8. Dog, you got to stop playing Derek Queen. It's not all his fault, of course, but he's just trash. I mean, he just not good right now. Right now, he's just not good, bro. It is what it is, bro. Right now, he just not good, and he shouldn't be playing. There's no reason to justify playing Queen right now. There's no reason to justify playing Queen right now. None, dog. Not Derek shouldn't be playing right now, dog. Derek should be in the G League right now. Derek should be in the G League right now. Derek has been the worst player on the Pelicans tonight. By far. No, Jose. I'm gonna say Jose. Jose been the worst player. Derek has been the second worst player on the Pelicans tonight. By far. By far. But this is a thing. It's a situation where you got to be watching the game. If you just looking at the box score, like, let's go to the box score. Let's go to the box score, bro. Hold on. Let's go to the box score. All right. Looking at the box score. Can y'all see the box score? All right. Looking at the box score. Derek, 4 for 8. 1 for 2 from the free throw line. He got 3 rebounds, 2 assists, right? 4 turnovers. 9 points. It's plus minus 7. If you watch the game, if you're watching the game live, Derek has been the second worst player on the court. Now, I think Trey, but Dubs, in the ideal world, Trey, I think he threw 2, right? That's still 4 alleys he threw, and none of them were successful. After the first 2, stop throwing the fucking alleys. Or after the third one, let's just say the third one, right? After the third one, Trey missed the dunk. Cool. Just stop throwing the alleys. Just don't do it. Just stop throwing it. Stop throwing them bitches. Bruce said, but even if he's not playing, we still would be losing. But Bruce, you have no way of knowing that. The game was tied till he came in. Like, that's something we have no way of knowing. Lala, I disagree. I don't think they all look uninterested. I think the guys who played bad just played bad. I think Jose was terrible. And I think Queen was terrible. Everybody else was kind of hit or miss. But Jose and Queen been terrible. Those 2 in particular have been especially bad. Those 2 in particular have been especially bad. Like, check this out. You got Zion with a plus minus 17. If you're watching the game, you know that's like false if you're watching the game. Like, it's just, oh my God. Oh my God. This dude been bad, dog. He been very, very, very bad. He's been very bad. Like, if we just go to the, like, let's just go through the play-by-play. Go through the play-by-play. All right, so Derek Queen turnover. Gardner goes down, hits a, look, let's just, all right, you're down 2. Down 2. Trey get the block. Derek Queen gave up this offensive board. Dude gets fouled. Goes make 2 free throws. You're down 4. All right. You get the block. Jose Alvarado get the rebound. Derek Queen turns the ball over. I think that was on one of the alleys. They go down, hit a layup. You're down 6. Bryce McGowan hits a 3. Get the rebound. Bam. Trey hits a big 3. 18 points. 57-57. You're tied at this point. Y'all following me? You're tied at this point. Yeah, I ain't saying don't play him. I'm saying play his ass off the bench at the 4. Stop starting him at the 5. He shouldn't start the second half, in my opinion. There's really no rationale for starting him. Like, unless you being told to do it. Other than that, I don't really know why you do it. Okay. You're tied. You come into the game, bam. You get to stop. You got to stop. You got to stop here, right? You're tied. You got to stop. Bam. Trey, bad pass. Poole fouls. Next defensive possession. Bam. Hits a jumper. Zion hit the layup. You get a stop. Poole missed a easy layup off the glass that he should have hit. Well, he didn't even try to hit it off the glass. I think if he hit it off the glass, he would have made it. To me, that shot is a turnover. I don't like no pass possessions where you get the rebound, you just go up the court. I think only Zion should be able to do that. I don't like no pass possessions personally. Bam. Easy bucket right there off the steal. Zion turnover. You don't box out right here off the mystery. Bam, get a putback dunk. Queen gets blocked on a floater shot. Don't pass the ball. You give up a couple offensive rebounds. Jordan Poole turns the ball over. Jovic gets a steal. Trey with another big 3. You're down 3. Norman Powell answers with a 3. Bryce turns the ball over. You give up another offensive rebound. Norman Powell, and that's the game. Now you're down 8. So here's the thing. People going to say, well, the Pelicans don't have enough shooting. No, you just kept turning the fucking ball over. Every time look, they've only made 4 more threes than you. So that means they only made, 2 threes that entire quarter? And one of them came in the closing seconds? So, like, what are we talking about here? This is not about threes. This is about the fact that the offense goes cold too many times because of fucking turnovers. Turnovers and just stupid decisions. 17 turnovers to 6. 17 turnovers to 6. That's unbelievable, bro. That's unbelievable. 17 turnovers to 6. 17 turnovers to 6. You should be losing this game by 20-something points right now. You should be losing this game by like 20-something points. Come on, man. Come on, bro. And then you talk about possessions that weren't turnovers. Like this like bad, like Jordan Poole blowing that layup that led to a fast break opportunity. That's a turnover. Those 4 alleys that Derek Queen threw that didn't end up in points. Those are turnovers. Derek Queen going coast to coast twice and blowing both those layups. Those are turnovers. That's 6 turnovers on Derek Queen right there. At minimum, Jordan Poole got about 3-4 turnovers. Those are all turnovers. Some of those aren't going to be called as turnovers, but it's ridiculous. Goes off, say this ain't no team, man. Just a collection of talent. That's why you really need a. That's why you really need a coach. What's up, Louisiana Gal? Shout out to you. Yeah, Q. 17 turnovers is asinine. Lala said, I saw Trey get mad when DQ dribbled into traffic and got blocked. Because it's dumb. He does a lot of dumb shit, bro. Like, he's a very difficult player to watch. He's an extremely difficult player to watch. And me, I'm not even a person that gets upset at the games no more. It's just watching him is extremely upsetting. Because you like, bro, how did you even, let's say best case scenario, what did you hope to accomplish there? This best case scenario, what did you hope to accomplish on that possession? And I find myself saying this like every game now, bro. It's been every game I find myself saying this. Whoa, what's that with your audio effects? Like, I find myself saying this every game. Like, yo, you got to take DQ out the game. If you go check my tweets, it's always, yo, you got to take DQ out the game. You got to take DQ out the game. Every time the Pelicans got something good going, they check Derek back in, or Derek and Fears in, and they just lose the lead. And that's what's been happening, bro. Squallow say, brought DQ back in the game. We only scored 3 points. And look, you took Messi out the game for no reason. No fucking reason. You took him out the game. He's defending the rim. He's rebounding. He's defending Bam well. Doing all these things. You took him out the game for no reason. You only scored 3 points. So if you took him out the game so you can help go on the offensive run at the end of the game, you totally shit the fucking bed. You totally shit the bed right there. It's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. Dub said, how does Zion only have 8 field goal attempts? So fucking frustrating when he's your best player by a wide margin. Yeah, he's probably not going to finish this game with 20 attempts. I highly doubt. I think it was dumb too when he had like 3 buckets in a row. Then they subbed him out. Like, why? Then you subbed him out for Trey when you should almost exclusively be playing Trey and Zion together. I don't understand that either. But it ain't like you on the fucking back to back. Say, my bad. Go off, say that's where it starts coaching. Where's the play call and coaching up? Exactly. It's a tied game. You ain't gotta rush and do anything. It's a tied game, man. Can we get some screens? Can we get some off-ball movement? Can we get multiple passes? Can we get the ball to your best player? Come on, man. You had them in a bonus and you ain't even shoot no fucking free throws. You had them dudes in a bonus and you didn't even shoot no free throws. Like, what kind of shit is that? Come on, man. Said Queen was always supposed to be raw talent that needs a proper coach to develop here in Fears. But, you know, my dog, I think Queen was one of the more ready to go type players. Like, I think Queen is a low upside, high floor type player, right? And that's why I'm like, with Derek Queen, it's not going to get much better than this. Like, it can get more efficient. It can get, you can have fewer mistakes. But Derek Queen not about to grow 3 inches taller. He not about to, get faster. None of that's really gonna happen, truthfully. So it don't get much better than this. That's why you need a coach that's gonna really preach polished basketball with him. You really need Stan Van Gundy. Ironically, you really need like a disciplinarian because the way he playing like there's no way in hell he getting taken out the game. And that also go to show you that the mentorship with like DeAndre Jordan and all them guys, that shit is overrated. That shit worked for a little while. But at a certain point, it's like it's up here. It got to come from the coach or it got to come from the player up here. It's like, come on, man. They don't got them guys. Yeah. Yeah, Malone would be nice for those like particular type of players. Louisiana Gal said this team lacks culture, development, camaraderie, and the coach sucks. Yeah, I agree with everything you just said. I agree. Audio facts say the time rotations will forever kill this team. Yeah, it's stupid. Just schedule rotations. No matter what the context of the game is, you just going with that, just off GP. Yeah, JB is a fucking loser. Borrego's a fucking loser. I've been saying this for the longest, bro. Borrego's a fucking loser, bro. He's never won anywhere. He's never played with any winning players, really. What the fuck he know about winning? And if you're a Pelican, you like, what you gonna tell me about winning? You ain't never won nowhere. It's just like, it's all... that guy fucking sucks, man. That guy fucking sucks. I've been asked several times to stall him out. I'm not stalling him out. He fucking sucks. Game Osborne, what's happening with you, my dog? Hey, David, what's happening, fam? Look, finally the two big lineup, but bro, it's the wrong two bigs. Queen needs to be sitting down. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think this game is much different if Derek don't play at all, honestly. Like, and that's the sad part. It's like, if Derek didn't play whatsoever, would the game really be different? I mean, you might be winning. You know, who knows? Let me see. Bruce said you might be right, Chaz, but you do realize that they said about Joker. And no, I'm not saying he's joking. I'm just telling you what they said. But Bruce, I don't think the comparison is apples to apples. I say that because Derek Queen is so much smaller than Joker, and he's not gonna get bigger. Derek Queen is about 6'9". Jokic is a clear like 7'1", probably 280, physical he's a physical monster. Whereas Queen just not really, that's not who he is. Like, you know, Queen is not really that big. He really can only play the 4. And he can play some small ball lineups at the 5, but like even in the games, Derek Queen has had like really good games. He had a really good second half against Luke Cornett. I don't think he's played Klingon this season. He hasn't really matched up against many centers this season and had good games. And I think that's one of the issues. Is like, yo, you can't play center. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you just can't play center. You know, and shout out to Jesse Davis. They say he actually is winning they are actually winning the rebound battle because I think they're really only playing Ware, and Ware's not playing close to the bucket. Bam, he ain't really dominating the boards. And they should be winning by more, truthfully. They just kept giving up offensive boards. No, Q. Yeah, we played Klingon last game, but I'm saying Derek Queen didn't play Klingon. He hasn't played Klingon yet. And Edie, we already saw what happened with Edie. Like, we already know how that went with Edie. Edie, another guy who's just a fucking physical monster. My man, Game Osborne in the building. Shout out to you, Game Osborne. Happy holidays to you, fam. Louisiana Gal say, I don't know how, but the team needs to try and get MPJ. They need 3-point shooting and score. I agree with you. I agree with you as far as, like, they need to add talent. I just think in some nights like tonight, they have enough offensive talent. They just not scoring when they get stops because they keep turning the ball over. Like this, they just keep 17 turnovers, y'all, in the first half. 17 turnovers. 17. They should be losing this game by like 20-something points, bro. To be honest. They really should be down by like 20-something. It's just lazy coaching, low IQ basketball. It's like the coach don't want to intervene and do his fucking job. Yeah, look, 504. 17 turnovers. 6 of them were alleys. And if you think about the dumb shots that actually ended up being turnovers, it's probably about like 22 turnovers. Like, I don't understand how Collins and Casey Hill still here. This been the same staff for at least the last... Borrego's been here, what? This is his 3rd year, if I'm not mistaken. So all those other guys been here for what, about 3 years, 4 years? Like, come on, man. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's like, there's really no reason. It's really, and look, that's the first play out the timeout. Oh my God. First play out the timeout. Jesus Christ, help us. I've never seen anything like this, but every player that's played outside of PV has a turnover. Yeah. Why are you... This guy... Okay. Okay, coach. This dude is a fucking imbecile. First of all, why is that the first play drawn up, firstly? Secondly, coach, all the crazy shit that just happened in the first half, you using your challenge on this? This is where you decide to use your challenge at? It was a dumbass play call. Then the broadcast so fucking whack, they didn't even show the play. I didn't hear that he was brought here to use Devontae. He came after Devontae was traded, my dog. He was just like, I mean, honestly, Borrego was playing a lot of games with the media behind the scenes. He was kissing a lot of ass. He was kissing Mickey Loomis' ass. He was just being a real politician behind the scenes. And you know, he was brought in as Willie Green's heir apparent. And he just sucks. Like, you know what I'm saying? He just sucks, man. He just sucks. Yeah, Chad, I think you're thinking about that challenge where he challenged in the first half a blocking foul on Bryce McGowan's against Phoenix. And Chad, here's the crazy part. He challenged that call, right? Against Bryce McGowan's. Bryce McGowan still ended that fucking game with 5 fouls. He lost the challenge, right? Lost the ability to challenge in the second half, where there was a bunch of plays that he could have used that challenge on, and Bryce still ended up with 5 fouls to end the game. It's ridiculous. First shot of half is a Carlo 3. Lord help us. Bruce said, let me ask you a question, Chaz. Why wouldn't they bring in the coach they won now so the season starter we won't have to say he needs time? I agree with you. That's why I think they should fire Borrego. I think just fire him, because it ain't like, think about this, right? The Pelicans, 8-28 or something like that? Willie Green got fired. They were 3-12 or some shit? Borrego's had about 20 games under his belt. There's still no identity, and the team still doesn't really look better. They're still doing the same dumb shit. So, what's the point of keeping him? He's not instilling any new, better, healthy habits. So what's the point? What are we doing here? Squallow, appreciate you, fam. Yeah, everybody like and hit that like button, man. I greatly appreciate everybody rocking with me this Sunday. Be careful on that road too, man. It's the new year. You know, you got a lot of crazy people. Don't drink and drive. Be careful on that road. Be mindful. Think about your family, and remember this time of year you got to drive for everybody on the road. I like that they put the 2 best players in the action right there with Trey and Zion right there. Like that they put the 2 best players in the action right there with Trey and Zion. It didn't lead to points, but you put your 2 best players in the action right there. That was good defense by Trey. That's the thing. That was good defense by Trey and good discipline by Trey. That's why I don't really understand good finish by Derek Queen. I don't really understand the need to double Bam. Just let Bam do what he gonna do. Won't work if they have a coach on another team they want to hire. Now that's the thing as well. That's another thing. If they have somebody they're interested in who's currently, like I told y'all before, they're fans of Mosley and Orlando. Good hustle right there, Carlo. I told you before they're fans of Mosley and Orlando, and of course he's coaching. But see, here's the thing: they hired, what's his name? Elvin Gentry was hired while he was in the fucking NBA Finals with Golden State. So you can still interview guys. That was a lazy screen by Zion. You gotta set a harder screen. See, why we can't set no screens? Y'all notice? Oh, big shot right there by Jeremiah Fizz. Y'all notice when we try to set screens, there's always a slip. We don't ever try to get contact. Oh my God, Derek, there's no resistance at the rim. Jesus Christ. Calm down, youngin. Calm down. See, that was a bad pass. Terrible pass right there. Terrible pass by Jeremiah Fizz. Terrible pass by Jeremiah Fizz. 5-point swing. Terrible pass by Jeremiah Fizz. 5-point swing. No resistance at the rim right there by that's back-to-back dumbass plays by your rookies. Just back to back. No resistance at the rim by DQ. That's 2 points. 5-point swing. So your rookies just gave up 5 points. Just easily gave up 5 points. No resistance whatsoever. You say Trey playing good defensive shot in the post. Yeah, just don't make him guard on the perimeter. Make him guard a motherfucker dribbling too much. That was good defense on Bam. Oh my God, they call that bullshit. Do you think Tyler Hero gonna get traded? I don't know, Bree. Tyler always hurt. I know. What's his name? Hate Tyler Hero. What's his name, bruh? Pat Riley. Because he called Tyler Hero out by name. He was like, this dude always hurt. He's always fucking hurt. He really is. Always hurt. Yeah, these referees hoeing us too. I think we probably got like 5 fucking free throws tonight. We can't get no screens. Nobody making no contact on the screens. It's like, what? That's why people talk about Kuminga. And again, I don't think Kuminga is this great fucking player. But you need some players that have some type of physicality. You need like some grown men. These dudes too skinny and like soft. Like you need some grown adult men that's like not afraid of contact. It's ridiculous. Oh, my bad. Yeah, go off these fake ass like faux screens. Like set a real screen. God damn. I didn't think that's some nice up and unders. DQ didn't have to really do all that though. He could have just went up. He was scared of getting the shot blocked. He had a couple nice up and unders, but he didn't have to do that. But you see what I mean when I say for Derek scoring, everything is going to be difficult. Like everything Derek do offensively is going to be very difficult because he don't have the speed to really beat anyone off the dribble. The handle is pretty cool and it's low enough the way he can get up under guys and get some leverage going to the rim. But once he gets to the rim, if his foot speed so bad, if they recover, it's going to be a chase down block from behind. Like it's just he got to be able to play bully ball, and for him to play bully ball, he gonna have to be at the 4. And there's gonna be some 4s that he's not gonna be able to bully. Also, but I think his best key for success is gonna be at the 4. His best key for success is gonna be at the 4, in my opinion. So you think they start DQ at the 5 because he can't be forced off the dribble, his strength? I really don't know. Like, honestly, I really don't know. I really don't know why they're starting him at the 5 at this point, truthfully. We win. Let's see how many possessions. I think Zion got 1 shot this half so far, y'all. He got 1 shot this half so far. Miami is on a 8-0 run. Okay. Look, didn't I say that, Dubs? I don't know if you've seen this before. Like me say this before, Dubs, but I really think Derek Queen looks like Kyle Anderson. I think Derek Queen looks a lot like Kyle Anderson. I see way more Kyle Anderson than Jokic, honestly. Like way more. Because Kyle Anderson wasn't a big guy. He had a cool little handle, nice mid game, like, middle of the post game. I'm not saying he's going to beat Kyle Anderson, but I'm saying like his play style looks more like Kyle Anderson than Jokic to me. Boy, I'm glad Fierce ain't throw that motherfucking alley. Because Zion was trying to cut for that alley. I'm like, no more alleys, please. Somebody got to come get the ball from Trey. Oh, my God. No actions, y'all. No actions. 6-point swing. Nobody got the ball from Trey. No offense was ran whatsoever. Trey at the top of the key just dribbling the ball. No offense ran. No screens being set. Nothing. Nothing's happening. No Zion touches. Nothing. Nothing's happening. It's 7 minutes, right? 7 minutes left. 7 minutes left. Zion has 1 shot attempt. Come on, man. 7 minutes left. Zion has 1 shot attempt and a half. And of course, you probably about to sub Zion out. This coaching staff is just trash, bro. This coaching staff is trash, bro. Coaching staff is garbage. Fucking garbage, bro. Coaching staff is garbage, bro. Coaching staff is garbage, bro. Coaching staff is garbage, bro. It's really garbage. It's really garbage. You say DQ a much better playmaker than Kyle Anderson. I guess. I mean, I guess that depends. Terrible defense right there by Zion. Look, now the effort about to just fall. The effort is about to fall totally by everybody. Because look at the offense. There's no offense whatsoever, bro. No offense whatsoever, bro. Pelicans notice that JB can't get the team to play mismatch basketball. Bro, he can't get the team to do anything. Can't get the team to do anything. And I told y'all, I mean, it's so much political shit going on, like, behind the scenes. They treating this motherfucker like Jesus of Nazareth. Like, come on, man. This dude's trash, bro. Like, think about this. Because, again, we watched the games together, right? The Pelicans have lost, what? They lost their last 5 or 6 in a row. And Herb hasn't played. But when they won the 5 games in a row, I think Herb only finished 1 game. He left with a concussion. He got fouled out. He had a tech. He left with an ankle. That's 4 games right there. And I think it was 1 more, but that's at least 4 games, right? And you still won those 5 games. He didn't like. So the defense is you're not missing defense. You can't fucking score. You can't get the ball to your best players. The rookies just got this total free will. Rookies can do everything. Borrego's not meant to coach a team that's trying to win. Borrego's meant to coach a team that's trying to tank for like the next 5 to 10 years. That's the type of coach he is. Like, he's meant to coach a bad team. He's not meant to coach a good team. That's why, like, even with what's his name, with Griffin hiring him, what the fuck was that gonna do? You hired 3, well, I can't say you hired 3 bad coaches. You was gonna replace Willie Green with another trash ass coach. He sucks, bro. He really sucks. Trey say, shout out to my dog Trey in the building. Trey say body language on the bench in this huddle while Borrego's drawing up the play suck. Yeah, no, like, they know he trash. They know he trash. Like, that's the thing I was saying before, bro. Like, for example, I think the spurt that you saw from the team when they was like playing with more, like, I still think they're playing harder. I just think that's because Willie's gone. I don't think it got nothing to do with Borrego. I just think because Willie's gone, they better. Like, you know what I'm saying? They just play a little bit harder. Scholes say, how bad is this roster, though? The roster not 8 wins bad, bro. The roster not 8 wins bad. The Memphis Grizzlies missing damn near their entire fucking team. And they got twice as many wins as the Pelicans. Ja been out all season. Ty Jerome. Well, Ja played here and there. Ty Jerome been out. Zach Edey's out. Who else out? Everybody's out. Brandon Clark's out. A lot of motherfuckers out. And they still, whatchamacallit? They still got twice as many wins as the Pelicans. Borrego just sucks. And the thing is, there's no evidence to the contrary of him being bad. People criticize the roster because they don't want to criticize Borrego. Like, if they win, if the team comes back and wins this game, another turnover by Derek Queen on the alley, bro. Derek Queen gotta go, dog. He gotta go to Birmingham, dog. I can't watch this guy. I can't watch Derek Queen. He gotta go to Birmingham. Derek Queen gotta go to Birmingham, dog. This man got 5 turnovers on alleys. He is dumb. Like, that dude IQ is just unbelievably bad, son. His IQ is unbelievably bad. I don't know what, like, that's why I didn't want to draft this dude, bro. This is why I didn't want to draft this dude, bro. Like, I swear to God. Because I saw it, bro. Like, I saw it. And look, I try to support him because, like, you know, he under a ton of scrutiny. And I don't think the scrutiny is fair because he didn't draft himself. He didn't trade that pick for himself. But his IQ is bad, dog. And when you watch his college tape, it just stands out. Like, he just looked so lazy and bad, dog. Like, his tape stands out in a very bad way. Truthfully, it stands out in a very bad way. It stands out in a very bad way. Seriously, like, and look, here's the thing. Why do you keep starting him in the second half? Why do you keep starting him in the second half? I don't understand it. I don't understand why they keep starting him in the second half. Every time he's in the game, you lose the lead. Take him out the game. But that's what I'm gonna say. But he had 10 assists. Like he is not a box score guy. Like watching his box score, you would swear to God this motherfucker was balling. Watching the game, you be like, he's terrible. He's terrible. He's a guy you gotta watch the game. He is terrible when you watch the game. To me, he like Deanie in Portland. Oh my God. To me, he's like Deanie in Portland. I wish he was on that 504. But he's like Deanie in Portland, right? And I say that, I mean, if you watch the game, you'll be like, yo, this dude, all he does is foul bait and he does a bunch of goofy shit. But if you look at the box score, you're going to say, he's awesome. It's like, no, you watch the game, man. This dude's bad. This dude bad, bro. He is bad. He is terrible. Like, on both sides of the ball, he's terrible. Austin loves Deuce. Shout out to Austin. What's up with you, bro? He said, when I listen to the post-game broadcast, all the guys seem to glaze Queen way more than what he has deserved the last couple of games. Everybody got their opinion. And it's like, everything is in the eye of the beholder. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their perception. I just don't think I don't think Derek Queen is especially effective, personally. I think you're a better team without Derek Queen on the floor. I think you're a better team across the board without Derek Queen on the floor right now, honestly. And I've been kind of saying it for a little while now, truthfully. I've been kind of saying it for a little while. There's no reason you should be, like, aside from the turnovers, of course. But I think if Derek Queen doesn't play right now, this game is a much closer game. Bam got, 4 points? If Derek Queen doesn't play, this is a much closer game. Much closer game. Derek just, that, even with that body type, that body type is very difficult to build around in the NBA. He's that's why, I be saying this, I'm not building around Derek Queen. Even Fears and Derek Queen, you're talking about them dudes might be okay. Well, I ain't gonna say okay. They might be good going into their second contract, right? That's 4 or 5 years from now. 4 or 5 years from now, right? And Derek, he could very easily be a second unit type player. Like a guy you throw in the game, like Naz Reid or Maurice Spates type guy that you throw in the game, and he just, Carl Landry, you throw him in the game, he just gives you that edge. But aside from that, I don't see it with Derek Queen. Trey said we got to move off Poole at the deadline. Poole and DeJounte, truthfully, but need to repair the Murray's value. Honestly, Trey, you're not gonna repair Murray value. I think you can move Poole because Poole next year he's expiring anyway, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't think nobody repairing DeJounte value. I think at most you can get him to the point where you don't have to pay to trade him. But I think generally it is what it is with him. He got too many years left on his deal, in my opinion. Look at Trey, Peavy. You missed Trey on the drive. Yeah, look, man, I really wish they would have if they was gonna trade up, I really wish they would have got Cedric Howard, though. I think this team has way more wins with Cedric Howard on the roster than Derek Queen. Like way more wins, bro. And that might be short-sighted because maybe Derek Queen grows up to be this incredible player, but I just see him as a guy who's always going to struggle offensively, and defensively he's always going to be really bad. At best, he's going to be okay. This was a very easily winnable game for the Pelicans. Easily winnable game for the Pelicans, bro. Pelicans should have won this game going away. Damn, we ain't scoring 5 minutes, Brox. It looked like it. It looks like they haven't scored in 5 minutes. That's a charge. It looked like they haven't scored in 5 minutes. Borrego sucks. Borrego sucks, bro. Jeffrey said, do you think the Pelicans are making a move at the deadline, or will they have to wait till offseason to make moves? I think it depends on who they want to move. I think they can absolutely make some deals to add talent. Because I think right now they got to be in talent acquisition mode. If you look at this roster, you got to add some physicality. You got to add some athleticism. And, of course, you got to add shooting. You don't got to do it all at once. It would be ideally, right? I mean, it would be ideal. But, you got to do it all you don't have to do it all at once, but it would be ideal. I would just go get Kuminga, try to move off a couple bad contracts if possible, go into the offseason and find me a real coach. If you get a real coach, a real coach wins this game. Yeah, IQ as well. I think IQ would come with a real coach though, just tweaking. But yeah, I agree with you. IQ would be nice. A real coach wins this game. Seriously, like a real coach wins this fucking game. That's why I don't understand all the. Well, I do understand it. Let me stop saying I understand it. I don't understand it. I totally understand the shit. Like Miami hasn't even played well. Like, you know what I'm saying? Miami hasn't even played well, and you was down by 20. There's so many politics going on, bro. That's why it's so impossible. They got a membership show dropping this Friday. I'm gonna speak more about the politics going on. I'm gonna speak more about the politics. And it's gonna be a controversial show this Friday. It's gonna be a little bit of a controversial show this Friday. But I'm gonna speak more about the politics going on this Friday. Cause I reached out to some people. I tried to clear some shit up. I was like, look, they saying this. Do you want me to get out ahead of this? And I ain't heard back from them. So since I ain't hear back from them, I just got to speak on it. So I'm going to speak on it Friday on the membership show. Y'all, matter of fact, tomorrow, Monday, I'm going to try to drop the show Monday. I'm going to drop the show tomorrow because I ain't do a membership show last week. So I'm going to drop the show Monday. Say Josh Murdoch say, I'm sorry. Josh Miller said, I would love to have Sadiq Bey on my Thunder. He would add a lot to our bench. But yeah, Sadiq Bey would be nice. He would fit in with the physicality on that roster, too. They got a lot of physical dogs on that OKC Thunder squad. I wish we had a guy like Lou Dort. Like, just that physicality. That's a real 3-and-D guy. Like, what is Jose doing? Like, his physicality intimidates guys. I'm sorry. Look, I miss Louisiana Gal comment, too. And Dumas is letting DeJounte prolong his you gotta make that Michael Peavy. Let DeJounte prolong his return to NOLA with no consequences. Boy, chilling in San Francisco for the Seahawks game. He should be requiring him to do his scrimmage in the NOLA. I think they just trying to work on a deal. Him and Clutch. That's probably what they doing. Like, yo, stay where you at. We gonna whatchamacallit. We gonna try to get you the best deal possible. Well, not even best deal. We gonna try to send you somewhere. We're going to try to send your ass somewhere. Wherever we can send you. That's why I think kind of at a certain point, I think the Warriors might be interested because you ain't playing Kuminga at all. So if Kuminga got a DNP last night after they threw Draymond out the game. So if you just not going to play him at all, you might as well get DeJounte who can at least kind of play if he get healthy. Ryan says Zion should not set another screen for Fizz or pass the ball again. Oh, yeah, I would probably let Fizz let's get it how he live. If I was Zion, seriously, Fizz would be missing his left tackle. If Fizz was a quarterback, he'd be a quarterback missing his left tackle because I wouldn't be protecting his ass at all. Oh, you're supposed to shoot that, Jose. Jose, oh my God. This man caught the ball on wide open, didn't shoot it, then tried to... Yo, these dudes trash, bro. And look at this dude. Dog. Borrego is the coach you hire if you have your own first-round pick. Borrego is the coach you hire if you have your own first-round pick. Nah, just tweaking. Murray career now over. His game wasn't predicated on athleticism anyway. He'll still be able to get to his spot and get that midi up. The question with him is going to be his defense because his defense was already kind of falling off. So if he could get back to being like solid defensively, like if he could be Chris Dunn, you know what I'm saying? He would be all right. But offensively, he wasn't a guy that was like this explosive athlete or nothing like that anyway, so he'll be fine. He's one of those players that can survive an Achilles injury. I wish he didn't get hurt though, just, for his own health and mental health, but still. Say these new NBA players give up down 20 points. Yeah, the crazy thing too, my dog, 20 points not even a large lead no more in the NBA. And some of these, when you're on a trash-ass team, you just don't give a fuck. Like, when you're on a trash-ass team, you just let go of the rope. You say pool minutes have been discussed in the last few games. I would say the last two, definitely. But he's another player that he needs some restrictions. That's the thing with the coaching, bro. Another thing people missing with the coaching, not you, Trey. I'm saying like people who like cover the team. Borrego is lazy. He just wants the guys to go out there and figure it out on their own. And my thing is, if you're going to give Jordan Poole all this free reign and give Jeremiah Fayez all this free reign, why we just ain't keep Willie Green? We could have just kept Willie Green. We really could have just kept Willie Green. What was the point? We could have kept Willie Green. If you wanted to keep playing the same way with just chaos, no hierarchy, no discipline on either side of the ball, you could have just kept Willie Green. It really wouldn't have made a difference. That's why I'm like, I posted on Twitter the other night. It was late though, so people probably didn't see it. I posted on Twitter, if Willie Green was 8-28, something like that. If Willie Green was 8-28, how would motherfuckers feel? They would feel the same. They would feel the exact same. They would feel the exact same. No, I'm so, like they would be talking about Willie. Like, no, that's the thing. Fist of Blackstar. He did have to go. Willie sucked. But Borrego also sucks. So if like now that Borrego's the coach, motherfucker act like, oh well, he look at the roster he has to work with. And it's like Willie Green had the same roster. Maybe both guys just suck. Maybe both of them just trash. That's very possible. That's probably the more likely outcome. Mondo says, so now we have to go back and reevaluate some blame we assigned to past players because this is the culture. It depends on some of the issues, right? Like the milking the injury shit, I put that on the players. But the misdiagnosing of injuries, that had nothing to do with the players. That's on the motherfucking organization. You misdiagnosing injuries and shit, that's on the motherfucking org. Not being able to make simple entry passes, that's on the players. Bullshit play calling, bullshit rotations, time management, that's on the staff. Absolutely on the staff. It's just like, again, bro, it's a matter of overcorrection. Your offense is stalling. You can't get any separation, right? Again, I'm not saying Kevon Looney is good. You can't get Kevon Looney in to set a couple screens. You got the size advantage out there. You can't just get him to set a couple screens. Could Kevon Looney realistically have been worse than Derek Queen tonight? Just being realistic. Could Kevon Looney have had a more negative effect on the game as Derek Queen tonight? No, not at all. Not at all. He said other teams in game entertainment make us look so poverty, bro. Yeah, bro. Like Memphis used to have the fucking wrestling ring in there, and like it was crazy. Like like they had like the old Memphis wrestling from back in the day. That shit used to be fly. But yeah, that's the thing, Chung. Like that's why I say about Borrego. Borrego overcorrects. Playing a too big lineup doesn't mean that you just go in and don't play motherfucker. Is that a bat? Yo, did y'all just see that? Is that a fucking bat on the screen? Was that a bat? Was that a bat in the arena? What the fuck was that? Is that a bat or a drone? Did y'all see that? Oh, it was a drone. I'm like, what the fuck was that? Like, yo, that shit was crazy. What was that? That was a miss. Yo, that's Zion's second shot in the second half, if I'm not mistaken. That's Zion's second shot in the second half. I think Zion got 10 shot attempts. This is ridiculous, dog. This is ridiculous. I say, wasn't this a 1 point deficit and Miami just blew this game? Yo, it was tied, Jeffrey. The game was tied. Yo, I was saying that about Jaylen Brown for a while. People just hated Jaylen Brown. I think the dumbest, I think one of the worst talking points in basketball is a player can't go left or can't go right. That's the worst talking point in basketball. You got motherfuckers that quote unquote can't go left dropping 50 points. Who cares if he can go left? He dropped 50 points. Does it matter? Clearly it don't matter. No, if you watched Jaylen Brown last night, you would have thought Jaylen Brown was, you would have thought this motherfucker was Clyde Drexler or somebody. This dude was phenomenal last night versus the Clippers. phenomenal, right? Phenomenal, but he can't go left. Okay, all right. Like, what the fuck? Oh my god. He's saying in the offseason, we signed an immature player like Poole, old Washington rejected by a championship team, Warriors, Looney, and a player come off an ACL injury in Bay. We suck from top to bottom. Nah, just tweaking. I disagree with that. Sadiq Bey has been actually one of the better players on this team, which says a lot. I disagree with that. I just think it's player utilization. It's player utilization. That's like, shout out to Fist of Blackstar. He said, Zion can't go right, but if he could shoot, I wouldn't care. He had, 30-something points last night. Well, not last night, the other night. He had, does it matter that he can't go right? Well, I don't think that he can't go right, but I'm saying generally, does it matter if Jaylen Brown can't go right or that Zion can't go... Jaylen Brown can't go left, Zion can't go right. Does it really matter when a motherfucker dropping 30, 40 points? No. Like, in my opinion, Bruce said this team is quit. Man, it's like I think they start off with all this optimism, Bruce. Then they realize their coach sucks, and they just give up. They realize the coach sucks, and they say, all right, this is Miami. We hitting South Beach because what's the point? What's the fucking point? Like, what's the point, bro? Say if that was a bat, where's Ginobili? Oh, yeah, y'all remember Ginobili killed the bat on Halloween night. I think I remember that was. On Halloween night. I was like, damn. You say TM3 not putting in work to become a superstar player. I don't think TM3 had a superstar potential. I think he got fringe all-star potential. I still think he has that. Because, it ain't that hard to be all-star. But superstar? No. A superstar is a guy that can put a team on his back and be like the number one seed on top, like that. That's a superstar. Like, at one point, at one time, Jamal Murray had a superstar run. Right now, Jaylen Brown is having a superstar run. Jalen Brunson has had superstar runs. Karl Anthony Towns has had superstar runs. We already know about Embiid, Giannis, guys like that. Even Zion at one time had a superstar run. Not that he's a superstar. He had a superstar run. But if you're not consistent with it, who cares? That's like people say Jason Tatum not a superstar. And it's like, ugh. Well, he's always played on a great team. So it's tough to say. But Jason Tatum a bad motherfucker. People calling Paolo Banchero a bum. I'm like, how are y'all serious? Paolo Banchero? Like, people saying Paolo trash. This is like the world we living in right now. It's insane. My bad. CJ the God, shout out to you. He say, I just hope we keep it real about the staff and the players we like so much. Yeah, bro, it's like, look, man. Look, I've been saying this since the offseason. You got to add talent. You need talent to compete in the fucking league. You need talent. You got to, you need talent. Like, and people just in denial. Oh, you can't trade Jose. Jose's the heart of this team, but the team sucks. So the heart might got a leaky valve or something. You can't trade Herb. The team not going to play any defense. The team don't play defense with him. You can't trade. Like, it's stupid. Too many untouchables on a bad team, man. You need to add fucking talent. You need to build on talent. Like we saw two rookies each have like really solid months. And we were like, oh, that's it. Blow the team up, man. We can build around the rookies. Now you see the rookies look like the worst players in the NBA right now. And it's like, well, what do we do? You need talent. That's always been the answer. Talent. You need talent. Louisiana Gal, I don't know. Shout out to Flavor Flav. Yeah, boy. I don't know. The Herb ankle thing is kind of interesting. He's been out for a while. Jana say, Chaz, how do you feel about the Poole and Messi connection with a few pick and rolls we've seen? I think it would be more beneficial if Messi had a better what's the word I'm looking for? It's not leaping ability, but if he was more of a Carlo like leaper, I think it would play better. I think because Messi takes so much time to gather it's not as effective. Because Poole can drive and dish. If he drive and dish it to Messi at the free throw line or right above the free throw line, Messi still takes so much time to gather that it's not going to be like an easy dunk. Look at that. Oh, my God, dog. Why is Fears in the game, bro? Why is Fears in the game? Fears in the look. Zion had old boy sealed on the post. Fears dribbled out, passed the ball. Fears dribbled out, did a no look pass, and turned the fucking ball over. This dude is unbelievable, dog. This dude is unbelievable, bro. Borrego sucks. Borrego fucking sucks, bro. You got the game. It's not like it was a manageable game, but you got it down to 13 with 8 minutes left. The ball in the rookie hands. Zion don't touch the ball not one fucking time. Lito, what's happening with you, my dog? Shout out to my dog Lito in the building. You say bring Chris Quinn home. Yeah, it's time. Chris, we need your partner. It's time to bring it home, dog. It's time to come home. You can fly back with the team, dog. You can fly back with the team. Jeremiah Fears got, man. To me, Looney, what's happening with your homie? What's happening with the homie? Yeah, Bree, look, he took out the lineup that went on the run and put Fears in. For what point? For what reason? Look, he's like, they going small, so I'm going to go small too. Why you took Messi out the game, dog? Like, why you took him out? He don't have a real... He just be subbing Messi out for no reason at all. There's no rationale behind taking him out the game. I was about to say, oh, man. This guy's an idiot, dog. Borrego, one of the worst coaches in back. He ain't even one of the worst coaches. He's the worst coach in the NBA, dog. Borrego, the worst coach in the NBA. Borrego, the worst coach in the NBA, dog. Hands down, the worst coach in the NBA. You just went on a motherfucking run. You took it. Look, every time we go on a run, they take Eve Messi out and lose the motherfucking lead. Or lose the momentum. Every single time, bro. This guy's the worst coach in the NBA, dog. Dog, I'm telling you. Dog, Bro, if James Borrego was black, they'd have a cross burning outside his house right now. This dude sucks. This dude is awful, bro. And he been awful every fucking way he went. He's fucking stinks. He's trash. He's awful. He sucks. Get him out of here, bro. This dude's trash. This motherfucker sucks, bro. He sucks. You know, look, Michael Morgan, it's crazy. Now we can't rebound because we took the center out. And who we put in the game? Derek Queen, who also can't rebound. Like, this dude trash, bro. CJ, I don't know the difference neither, dog. CJ, I don't know the difference. Like, Miami don't even have now they got Ware out there now, right? You got Ware out there. Messi was like the line. What happened to riding the hot hand pause or running with the hot unit? What happened to that? You said that's what you do, and you took Eve Messi out both times. You had some momentum going. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh my dog! Oh my God. So you put Derek Queen back in the game. Derek Queen just give up a fucking offensive board for an easy putback. What are you doing? Oh, man. Make sure y'all smash the like button, man. Shout out to my brother Lito. Yeah, Lito, dog. Sundays ain't the same without that welcome to Derry, dog. Sundays is not the same without welcome to Derry. I just go to sleep after the show now. I be like, all right, my day is over. Boy, I miss welcome to Derry. Like, what is we doing, bro? This is insane. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Derek. No, Derek. Whoo! Boy. Borrego awful, dog. Borrego is awful, bro. He really is. Borrego really trash, son. Yeah, H. Bizzle, they should have let this dude go to New York. They should let him go anywhere. They'll have if that dude would have went to Detroit, they would need fucking Axel Foley to save him. Cause this dude is garbage. He is fucking garbage. He stinks. He fucking sucks. He's awful. I don't have a positive adjective to say about this motherfucker. He is trash. He is garbage. He's awful. This coaching staff shouldn't even have seats. They should have to stand the entire game. This dude sucks. This dude's trash, bro. I'm telling you, if this man was black, boy, all right. It looked like Birmingham in '64 outside his house. This man stinks. This man sucks. He's awful. He's trash. And here's the worst part, y'all. This roster is healthier. He's had a healthier roster than Willie Green. And Willie Green sucked. That's how low the bar was. And here's the thing, Fist Black Star. You say he's still better than Willie Green, but that's the thing. This roster is healthier now than the one Willie Green had. In a head-to-head matchup, Willie Green would probably bust his ass. Like, boy, if they don't get the fuck with this staff. Look, I got something pulled. They're not going to see this coming. We're going to play you at the 3. All right. Why are we doing that, coach? Don't ask. All right, so Zion went into the second half, y'all, with 8 shot attempts. He was, guess how many shot attempts he got now? Motherfucker got 10 shot attempts. He got 10 shot attempts, no free throws. That's the game. That, like, you can't get your best player the fucking ball. Can't get your best player the ball. You going possessions at a time without your best player getting the ball. This guy sucks, man. This guy sucks. That's what I'm saying. The issue isn't defense. The issue is the offense is trash. The issue is the offensive trash. That's why, and I don't understand how it's not like painfully obvious. Like, it's painfully obvious that the offense is garbage under this guy. This guy sucks. He fucking sucks. He stinks. He's awful. He's terrible. It's terrible. This guy out of here, man. This guy's awful, man. Mason said, we don't got to worry with Chaz. We get a new coach soon enough, but we need the entire... Yeah. Look, that's why I say, like, because if y'all remember, Quinn Snyder got hired in the middle of the season as well. I don't know how Atlanta pulled that off, because I was like, how y'all get a coach this good in the middle of the fucking season? But in Atlanta, they had brought him in. I was shocked. My dog said once Willie Green cried and said you got to fight, he would open a can of whoop ass on. Oh, yeah, that's all it would take. Play with force. Oh, Borrego, you ain't got a shot. Oh, man. Much blessings to you, Slim South. Everybody give our dog Slim South some birthday wishes, man. Happy 42nd to you, big dog. Much blessings to you and many more, man. Happy birthday, brother. Shout out to you, fam. Shout out to you and your family, man. Yes, indeed. Skull say Willie and Trey fed up. Yeah, they should be. They should be. Like, this is ridiculous, bro. Like, I don't even understand. Some of this I don't even understand the point of. Like, what would be the point of this? Like, what would you have hoped to accomplish? Yeah, and that's the thing too, Lito. That's the crazy part. It's like you ain't even looking at the draft at this point. It's like, all right, well, we know that shit DOA, so we ain't got to worry about that. So we just gotta watch painfully watch this shit. Now you just gotta make the draft pick as bad as possible. You gotta hope you can push the draft pick down to fucking 7 or something like that, if possible. But it's like, come on, bro. It's like, and the crazy thing is, we doing some of this shit on purpose. If Carlo started this game, I can't remember nothing Carlo did tonight. And that's not an indictment on Carlo. That's just like, what was the point? Like, you know what I'm saying? What was the point? I don't know why Jose is in the game. Maybe there's one of the teams that's interested in him. Oh my God, Jose. Oh my God. Mark Jackson. Shit, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind Mark, Michael, Randy, Jermaine, any of them. Joe. They need a Joe Jackson type. Because these motherfuckers just look. This how you know this team chemistry kind of off. That's the third time Derek Queen did that, y'all. That's the third time Derek Queen got a rebound when coast to coast and missed. But this how you know this team chemistry off, right? Derek got that rebound. When he started bringing the ball up the court, look at Jose right there. Jose was like, the fuck are you doing? like, what are you doing? Like, it was, oh my God, dog. No. Y'all remember that movie Get Out when the lady was like, no. That's what I'm seeing right now. Because what is this? What is this, bro? Ain't no way in the world, bro. Ain't no way in the world. And y'all know what the saddest part about this? When I take Byron Scott over Borrego, it's tough to say because Byron Scott had Chris Paul, but yes. Yes, now that I think about it, absolutely. Yes. I think a motherfucker that won somewhere before, at least a motherfucker that kind of know what winning look like on a micro level. This guy stinks. I think his best player, did he even ever have LaMelo Ball? Like this, I don't even know who Borrego has coached. He might have had Kemba. This dude stinks. You got Davion Mitchell. Davion Mitchell confident enough to do a motherfucking crossover, pull up midi. This game is over. Your team needs a serious reevaluation. That's why, like, when I'm saying fire Borrego, and people are like, well, you know, who else you gonna hire? It don't matter. It don't matter. The things you like, the bare minimum for James Borrego was to add some culture, try to eliminate some of the bad habits. He's maximizing the bad habits. He's not even maximizing his good players. He's maximizing bad habits. This dude fucking sucks. That's like letting think about this. Think about this for my hood people. Let's say your cousin, his mama kick him out. But your cousin kind of nasty, and your auntie at her house, your auntie, she got buku roaches at her house, right? And your auntie kick your cousin out, and your cousin like, cuz, can I come stay by your house? Yeah. And they come into your house, he got a bunch of bags and cardboard boxes and boxes of cereal and shit. He bringing the roaches to your house. JB is bringing the roaches to this team. This dude sucks, man. This dude sucks. I hope they didn't extend him because they gonna be in. Boy. Now, you know what, Looney, though? There's the only hope. I got one hope that they didn't extend him. And I'm going to talk about that on the membership show because, boy, this guy stinks. I don't even like the way he stands. I don't like the way he rolls up his sleeves. The way James Borrego rolls up his sleeves, it reminds me of when, like, Hurricane Katrina happened and George Bush came to New Orleans and he had his sleeves rolled up. He's like, you're doing a heck of a job. Like, he just reminds me of that. That's an ugly-ass blazer Pat Riley got on. Ugly-ass blazer, ugly-ass tie, and cheap-ass suit. Fuck out of here. Big Truck said, what happened to Zion? Why he only got 12 points? He had 8 shot attempts in the first half, Big Truck. 2 shot attempts in the second half. Didn't get the ball whatsoever, bro. 2 shot attempts in the second half, Big Truck. 2! Dose. This man, is that Bam probably got what, 8 points or some shit like that? Bam didn't even play well. Like, Bree, you say JB took out the lineup that made it a 13-point game with 8 minutes and 49 seconds left. He sucks. This motherfucker also took out the lineup that had the game tied, put Derek Queen in. Motherfuckers ended the quarter on like an 8-0 run. Boy, Derek's so lazy. It's unbelievable, dog. Derek's so lazy, unbelievable. Derek lazy, like, he lazy to the point where it's like all he eat is turkey. Like, all he eat is Thanksgiving turkey. Like, he just lazy like that. Like, he just eat and sleep. He just lazy, dog. Like, I'm not building no team around no guy like this. This can't happen. Hell no. Like, if I'm not going to build it around Fat Zion, who at least, like, incredible on offense, there's no way in the hell I'm building around Derek Queen. So that means you got to skip next year and keep tanking until you land a star in the draft. And you may not do that. They got 31 turnovers. I know you fucking lying. I know you lying. I'm not even reading that right. I know I'm not reading that right. 31 turnovers. And they had 17 in the first half. So they had a worse fucking first half than second half with the ball. Denzel say, Chad say, my girl say, tell Chad we whooped that ass. Oh, y'all certainly did. Y'all certainly did, man. Certainly did. Y'all had help. Our coach helped jump us. Ain't that a bitch? Stabbed us in the back. Ain't that a bitch? Down fucking bad, bro. Down fucking bad. That's cold-blooded, boy. Yeah, that's down fucking biggity, dog. My dog said, how the fuck you lazier than Zion, though? That's how, oh my God, dog. No way, bro. Nah, son. I hope, but see, I don't know, dog. I'm starting to get DeAndre Ayton vibes. I'm kind of getting Ayton vibes from Queen, but the only thing is Ayton was like a phenomenal athlete, whereas Queen just I don't know, dog. ESPN showing 25 turnovers. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. On mine, it's showing. I'm seeing 23 turnovers on mine. Hold on, I might need to refresh though. Let me see. Box score. This is a shame. 27 right now. So it probably is 31. They probably just ain't finished calculating. It's so many, they probably ain't even finished calculating all them bitches yet. Boy, Willie Green got to be laughing his ass off. Willie Green got to be laughing his ass off, boy. I know I would be. This is another. Dog, Bam been terrible tonight. Bam has been terrible. There's no way Bam went 5 for 13 for 12 points, dog. And he a plus minus 18. Bam had no impact on this game. And he's a plus minus 18. No impact. Whoo, boy, JB sucks. This dude trash, bro. That's why I didn't want this guy, dog. This dude is awful, bro. Yeah, Hawkins is terrible, too. Look, and he always got his sleeves rolled up like a dumbass. This motherfucker just out here stealing crew neck sweatshirts, dog. This man don't be doing no work. This man be regular just stealing sweatshirts, just stealing boxes of clothes and shit, taking them home. This man don't do no work, dog. Yeah, this man got this fucking Just for Men brush in his hair. Man, come on, man. Just go great like Obama, man. Get the fuck out of here. Playing these stupid ass crackhead games with my motherfucking team. You trash ass coach! Trash ass the fuck out of here! Sick of this nigga, man. So he gotta be coaching for free clothes. Yeah, he gotta be coaching for free clothes. He got buku sweatsuits in his bag. Motherfucker saving all his per diem. This my God, dog. These dudes trash, dog. I'm talking about just, oh my God. Yeah, Austin, I'll catch you on the next one, fam. Look, I was hesitant about doing this one. I had a nice steak on the stove, some asparagus, some old gratin, nice ribeye, medium. And I was like, people asking for the live. Let me go, show some love to my people, man. I ain't been seeing y'all much. But this guy stinks. This old Pee Wee Herman motherfucker, he stinks. He's trash. He sucks. He's awful. He's the worst. This motherfucker is terrible. Trash, garbage, disgusting, pitiful, putrid. He's a derelict. He's desolate. What Mike Tyson say? My scowl's impregnable. I'm just for roaches. I want your heart. I want to eat his children. Lennox is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. This motherfucker sucks. This motherfucker's despicable. Like, yeah, Chung, he's despicable. This motherfucker's awful, bro. This motherfucker's awful. He is terrible. He needs to be in jail in protective custody. He shouldn't walk on the main line in general population with the regular criminals. He's a different kind of criminal. He sucks. This motherfucker stinks. Yeah, praise be to Allah. That boy, it was Daryl Bonds, my brother. Man, what? Yo, Mike Tyson was crazy. Oh, Mike Tyson was crazy. How daddy challenged me with their primitive skills. They're just as good as dead. I was like, this guy is crazy. Mike, boy, I wish I'd have been around in the 80s to see Mike in his prime. Mike was fucking crazy. Mike was crazy. Must I only trained like 2 weeks for this fight. See, AD is pissed. And look, man, I like AD a lot. I would like that AD on the show. But the issue with AD is, man, AD and Joe, it's only so much they can do. They work for the organization. But we got to start calling it down the middle when it comes to some of these coaching decisions. We got to start calling it down the middle when it comes to some of these coaching decisions as far as rotations, effort, energy. Because don't have picks and chooses. That's why this show is called No Picks. Don't have picks and chooses with who you criticize. Let's criticize everybody who fucking up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's criticize everybody who's a step slow, who's not boxing out properly, who's not rotating hard, who's not setting a hard screen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's criticize everybody, man. Let's be fair. Let's call it down the middle. Let's take a look at the box score, family, while we're here. And yo, if you haven't, look, I don't want to call it a bombshell because I don't want to overpromise it, but I got a cool membership show dropping soon. And I think some of y'all gonna be interested in it as it pertains to the coaching. So if you're a member I'm gonna drop the show for y'all tomorrow because I missed this last Friday. So I'm gonna drop the show for y'all tomorrow. I'm dealing with some vitamin D issues, so my eyes kind of fucked up right now. I'm about to go get some supplements so I can get back to 100%. But I'm dealing with some bullshit health issues, so I'm trying to get back to 100%. But I got that episode dropping tomorrow for y'all about the coaching search and some of the things surrounding it and why you seeing some of the things covered the way they're being covered. But you say Lala say I can't wait to hit a post game interview. He goes, yeah, we're close. We're just knocking at the door. Got some great minutes. Trey, we want him to be aggressive every time. I got to do a better job. But man, shut the fuck up. You need to do a better job at packing your shit and getting the fuck on. Fuck wrong with this guy, man? All that ass kissing and you ain't delivering, man. You ran for president, you got elected, and you suck. We're in a fucking depression right now. Louisiana gal said 10 turnovers between Poole, Fears, and Jose. Another 5 from Queen. Queen really had about 8. I ain't gonna lie. 6 Wall Black said I was at work. That's why I was at work while we lost. Oh, why we lost? Turnovers, bro. Bad rotations. You can't put the game on one player, but Derek Queen was a huge reason for the loss tonight. Can't put the game on one player, especially not a rookie. Zion didn't get enough shot attempts, didn't do enough. Tonight was a coaching just disaster across the board. Kept subbing out Eve Meesey. Eve Meesey was fucking balling tonight, bro. Eve Meesey was balling. He wasn't awesome. He wasn't all world, but he was balling. And it was fucking terrible. Jeremiah Fizz, why I don't think he wasn't the worst player, but his box score doesn't reflect the game either. 8 of 13 for 21 points. He was bad tonight. Jeremiah Fizz was not good tonight. He wasn't the worst player, but he wasn't good tonight either. Big Truck to Jordan Poole and Zion getting paid by FanDuel. They getting paid by somebody. I think I don't know who Borrego getting paid by. I don't want to put no cast any dispersions. Let's see here. Effort shouldn't be a problem with the Quiet Boys Griff drafted. I thought them dudes were stand-up guys. Some guys say, let me see, drafted. Well, Herb not out there. But, I mean, you think about all the misses Griff has had. I thought Trey offensively, Trey had 8 rebounds and 5 assists. Trey had a pretty solid game. I ain't gonna lie. Trey had a hell of a game. But, offensively, nobody else did shit. Couldn't box. Well, in the first game, look, think about this. In the first quarter, it was like 39 to 43 or something like that. And they made 10 threes. You only lost tonight. Look, tonight is showing the Pelicans only lost the 3-point battle by 2 threes. The free throw battle by 10. Now that's bad. But the turnovers, 14 total turnovers. Nah, this can't be right. This not right because they got way more than that turn. Let me refresh this. They got more than that shit. Let me see. Tonight, it's saying 24 turnovers. I don't think that's correct. I think that's incorrect. But the turnovers and the free throws of the game. Couldn't get your best player the ball. 8 shot attempts. That's why these players, bro, they need to start manning the fuck up and doing these post-game interviews and start putting that shit out there. Speak. Start manning the fuck up. Stop hiding in the post-game. Y'all getting paid the big money. Y'all supposed to be the ones really carrying the team. Stop hiding. I know what they say. If you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing. Nah, say something. Fuck. See something, say something. Look, but see, here's the thing, audio facts. You had 17 fucking turnovers at halftime, and it still was a winnable game. It's ridiculous. Louisiana gal said, I can understand why it looked like they had more space in last game with Eve starting. Miami sending Zion to the middle, but he couldn't do anything because Queen was there. My thing with Queen is just that Queen just don't give you enough offensively, dog, to make up for how bad he is defensively and offensively, honestly. Bayou Sniper said everyone has a career night versus the Pelicans. Who had a career night tonight, Bayou? Norman Pop? Well, shit, Norman been kind of playing like that lately, to be honest. But you got, they really held Bam to 12 points and still lost. That's what I'm telling y'all, dog. It's not the defense, bro. It's not the defense. It's the offense. The offense is terrible. Turnovers, that's an offensive stat, right? The offense is just terrible, bro. It's terrible. The referees didn't help tonight, but you got 48 minutes to make the referees irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? It's pathetic, bro. It's pathetic effort, pathetic rotations, pathetic coaching. It's just generally pathetic. Bayou Snappers, a chances trade start rolling so we don't have to go through this false hope of trying to win despite having no chance to win. No matter what, they gonna have to try to win though. Cause they gotta make the pick not as bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? They gonna have to try to win. Like at this point, you just trying to make the pick not as bad. But I do think they still make some trades. Cause I think they view this. This is not based on intel I personally have. This is my educated guess. I think they're gonna make this a multi-year approach because Joe Dumars didn't build his roster necessarily. He didn't draft Jordan Hawkins. He didn't give Jose that extension. He gave what's his name? He gave Herb his extension, which I think was a bad decision. And you got 2 rookies starting, playing significant minutes. He didn't even draft Emisi. He didn't draft Carlo. So they're gonna have. He didn't trade for DeJounte. He didn't do any of these things. He didn't trade for Kelly Olynyk. And Bruce Brown was a free agent, but he didn't trade for none of those guys. So I think they're gonna look at, and he didn't get to pick his own coach. So I think they're gonna look at this as a multi-year approach where they add talent and try to go into next season with their own coach, with a better formulated roster. Because if you look at these games, bro, that's why it's, to me, yes, the Pelicans need talent. But the Miami Heat is not more talented than the Pelicans. It's not. They just got better coaching. They got better coaching, and they're not shooting themselves in the foot. Miami didn't play well tonight. The Blazers didn't play well the other night. Phoenix didn't play well in both those games. The Knicks didn't play well. The Bulls played. I think the Bulls played kind of well. But aside from that, and with this losing streak, aside from the Cavs, every single game you had an opportunity to win. A small coaching decision there, a small coaching decision there. One box out here, one box out there, one not dumbass three here. Getting Zion the ball in the clutch. Oh yeah, Jordan Hawkins. He didn't draft Jordan Hawkins. You know what I'm saying? With the fucking 14th pick, he didn't draft Kyra Lewis, who's not in the NBA no more. Like a lot of these things, you know, they really inherited a shitty situation. He didn't even hire Borrego. Borrego was hired by fucking David Griffin. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bayou Sniper, see, that's the thing with Zion and her for MPJ and Claxton. That team just not going nowhere, though, because that team still don't have a star. That team still don't have a star, and now MPJ is due for an extension. Claxton, he's on a declining contract, I believe, but MPJ due for an extension. You don't have a ball handler. Queen is probably years away because Queen got to change his entire body composition. Like his entire body composition has to change, and it's tough. It's tough. Louisiana Gal said, I can confirm your assumption. When Dumas had to sit down with DeJounte after the interview with the Pivot, he told him it would take 2-3 years to get the team back on track. Whew. Man. Fist of Black Star, you said Zion for Hero weighing picks. Hero played less than Zion. But yeah, I think this is a multi-year approach. Looking at this team, looking at that coaching staff, it's too many things that the new head decision maker didn't have nothing to do with. So that's why the criticism for Joe, I criticize him for the Queen trade, and I criticize him for I wanted Sharp instead of Looney, but I criticize him for the Queen trade, and I'll say Looney. Everything else kind of made sense to me, but yeah, Derek needs a really good coach. The whole team needs a new strength and conditioning program from top to bottom. New rehab. New they just need a lot of upgrades. They need a lot of upgrades because people can say, well, David Griffin spent a lot of money on these things, but David Griffin is like a politician. He gave a lot of money to his friends. You know what I'm saying? What's the dude name? Aaron Nelson and David Griffin were like college roommates. They were friends. He gave a lot of money to his friends. That don't mean he hired nobody good. That just mean he hooked all his people up. He put all his people on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, good credit, no credit, bad credit. Come on down to Frankie and Johnny's. Like that's how David Griffin was. He just hired a bunch of random motherfuckers, and now you see a lot of these random motherfuckers still in the building. They've been talking about firing Casey Hill the last fucking 5-6 years. Casey Hill's still here. It's gonna be cockroaches, Jose Alvarado, and Casey Hill when we have World War III. That's the only three the motherfuckers gonna survive. Casey Hill, cockroaches, and that's it. This motherfucker's trash. He sucks. Queen and Ferris have to work on their body. This was worse for them to be on. Trey and Herb haven't gained weight. They got stronger since they got here. Now, the Trey and Herb thing is really troubling for me for us them not gaining weight. Because at this year, y'all going into y'all 5th and 6th years. Y'all can't gain no fucking weight. What the hell? Trey, like, he gained a little weight, but he lost that shit right back. And him and Herb both having shoulder injuries in the offseason. That could play a role in it. But y'all, these dudes ain't gaining no weight. Fears, he just got to get a little bit stronger. But I think he's on the right track. He needs to work on his legs a little bit more. Queen, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. Because I see Derek Queen can end up being fucking Bobby Portis or something. No disrespect to Bobby Portis, but man, Derek Queen just, you can't have a motor like that if you're that unathletic. Like, he really needs to spend some time in the G League, figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Get his get his mental right, get his motor right. Because would you really miss him right now if he didn't play? Just being real, if he didn't, like, last game versus the Blazers, did you watch that game last game and said you missed Derek Queen? No. Yeah, I wanted Bobby Portis. Bobby Portis was a veteran who could rebound and shoot. But Bobby Portis is not somebody you build a roster around. That's what I'm saying. He's a role player, like a mid-level role player. That's not what I want Derek Queen to be. You didn't trade 2 picks for Derek Queen to be a mid-level role player. You traded 2 picks for Derek Queen to be a fucking star. And right now, he just ain't it. Like, he ain't really showing, like, no signs of being it neither. Like, it's kind of like, damn, it's going to be very difficult for you to kind of, it's going to be difficult. I'll just say that. It's going to be difficult. Go off, let's say All-Star, we only won 1 or 2 more games. You think happens? I think Borrego's gone no matter what, to be honest, go off. I'd be shocked if Borrego was brought back. I think he's gone no matter what. As far as trades, I think they still going to look to acquire talent. I think that was always the plan, though. I think that was always the plan. Because with DeJounte being out, that's $30 million in debt that you can't add on your roster. $30 million in debt. That's like another center, shooting, maybe a backup point guard. That's $30 million in depth and talent that's just missing from the roster. So, I mean, that hurts a lot if I'm being fair to the organization. $30 million could have really helped you bring in some quality, a quality player or two. You still, Bayou Snipes, so you still high on DQ being a star? I think he got the talent. I think he got the talent to be a I think he got the talent to be a very good player. I just think I've never seen a player his size with so much lack, like a player his size with a lack of athleticism and not like a very deep scoring bag. It's troubling to me because Jokic is huge. Zach Edey is huge. Zubac is huge. Like, physically, those are huge physical players. Whereas Queen kind of small for a center or for a big. Well, Zebo, but Zebo was like, what, 50, 60 pounds heavier. And Zebo had a more back to the basket game. It also was a different NBA. It also was like, that's the grit and grind era before. And look, you saw who put Zebo lights out. The Warriors. Like, once the pace in the NBA picked up, it got kind of ugly. Whereas if you're looking at the West, it's like, yeah, some of the types of centers that would give Queen trouble, they kind of leaving a little bit. Like, AD not going to be around that much longer. Wemby got his own injury issues. I hope he be all right. But when you look at, like, Wemby, and I thought Queen did a good job defending Wemby, but Wemby, I don't know what's happening with Lively, but Lively, who else in the way? Edey, Klingon, Yang. Some of these centers in the West, like, Queen is not gonna match up well physically. So it's gonna get to a point where it's like, yo, you need to be a 4. My dog says it's not that Queen is small, he just flabby and got a out of shape body type. But no, what I mean, my dog, when I say small, I mean his only hope is growing like horizontally or like gaining muscle and strength, because he ain't gonna get no taller. So you gotta like you gotta get him on a crazy nutrition plan. He needs some of LeBron's secret stuff. He needs some of LeBron medicine, because the motor ain't there, the leaping ability ain't there, the offensive bag ain't really there. Like it's too many deficiencies in his game. That's why I really like drafting like super high level athletes because you can you can polish a guy's game a little bit if he's a super high level athlete. Like the Thompson twins, you can add certain things because they got such a solid foundation. But Queen already being 21, it ain't too much he gonna be able to do. Like, it ain't gonna be too much he able to do. I don't know how old Trey was when he got drafted, though, my dog. And Trey, to me, I don't think Trey's 6'10". Unless, because if Trey's 6'10", then Lauri Markkanen got to be 7'1". Because Lauri Markkanen, compared to Trey, looked like fucking Godzilla. Like, he got to be like 7'1". It's tough. It's tough. Squallow say agree about the body development of Trey and Herb. Pales during Demps did a lot of AD's body. Yeah, AD gained a lot of weight. And he had that labrum tear, and he still was gaining weight. Like, you can just look at Hawkins. People thought I was being funny when I was saying look at Hawkins and look at Herb's like bodies and how they bodies not like filling out pause. But for comparison's sake, look at Jordan Hawkins, Trey Murphy, and Herb Jones right now, and go look at Jabari Smith. Jabari Smith been in the league lesser years than those guys, but his body is like he's getting way bigger. Like, he's gotten way bigger and stronger. Not saying that he's gotten better. I'm not saying he's a better. Well, he's clearly a better player than Hawkins. But I'm not saying he's a better player. What I'm saying is these are guys that take their off-season nutrition a lot differently. It's just tough. Oh, Louisiana gal said, would I make a move for the Thompson twin that's in Detroit? Their coach hates him. Yeah, if I can get him for Herb, I would absolutely do that. He got pedigree. If I can get him for Herb, I'd do that. I didn't know JB Bickerstaff hated him. I didn't know Bickerstaff didn't like Thompson. I didn't know he didn't like him. But yeah, I would go for that because if you like, again, if I'm thinking about if I want to add defense, for defense you need special athletes. Like Tony Allen was strong as the fuck, but once he hit that wall and guys started getting faster and he couldn't bully people no more, it was over. Andre Roberson kept getting hurt. Once he couldn't physically stand up to guys no more, it was over. Stanley Johnson was out of the league. Matisse Thybulle, all those guys, you don't have to pay those dudes big money. Those are just guys who are physical and strong. Bree said I knew Trey wasn't 6'10" when he never played the four. Trey said he's 6'10" with shoes. So that means you really like 6'9", you know what I'm saying? Maybe 6'8 and a half, 6'9". He don't look 6'10" to me. He don't look 6'10" to me, honestly. Like on the court, standing next to big, tall motherfuckers, he don't look like he's an inch or two smaller than Lauri Markkanen. I was watching Lauri last night. Lauri is a fucking monster. In fact, that's the player I want Trey to model his game after, Lauri Markkanen. Sko said, who you think the best defender in the league? Well, that's tough. That's really tough because it's so hard to stop guys right now. I still think Dyson is one of the better on-ball defenders. He's fell off a lot though he fell off a lot compared to the last 2 years. Atlanta's defense is terrible, but I think he's one of the best on-ball defenders. Luke Dort is still incredible. Caruso is incredible when he's played. Who else? It's a good, like, on-ball defender. It's tough to say. It's tough to say right now. I think Micah Peavy's a good on-ball defender as well. But he ain't nowhere near the top. I think Herb's a better off-ball defender. Matisse Thybulle, when healthy, is a good on-ball. Kamara, you think Kamara's a good on-ball defender? He's pretty good. Nah, Squallow. Utah wouldn't do that deal. Justine said Trey got jacked and lost it. I think he lost all that muscle when he had that shoulder injury. He couldn't lift. Wallace in OKC, he's a good defender. I like Wallace in OKC. He's pretty solid. That's what we need, 3D defenders built around Zion. But see, that's the thing too, Audio. Like, that's why people talk about Kuminga, and I'm like, yeah, Kuminga's not a great defender and he's not a great three-point shooter, but both of those things can get better. Whereas some guys, they've already peaked. Kuminga's 23 years old. Herb is 27. So realistically, Herb is you've probably already seen the best Herb Jones you ever gonna see. Just being real. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not even like a Kuminga fan necessarily. I just want talent and upside and strength. At some point, you need some physical strength on your team. The team too skinny, too small. They get bullied beneath the rim. Look, that's why the team looks better with Yves Missi. Yves Missi not great. He just bigger and stronger than some of the guys you already got. That's why it just looks better. He's bigger and stronger, and he cares. Mondo said Herb just needs to add muscle. Too skinny. Yeah, Herb real skinny. Him going into the offseason with that shoulder injury probably hurt a lot too. But it's like you 27, you're grown man. Weight would have started coming in by now. Not only that, it's like them injuries starting to stack up. Herb played 20 games this season, so Herb missed a lot of games this season. He missed a lot of games this season. Louisiana Gal said, I saw a report where it said 3 teams tried to trade for Ingram last year, and Ingram got to choose the Raptors. And any idea who those teams were and what they were offering? I don't know if I believe that, Louisiana Gal. There was one team that was interested aside from the Raptors. I can't even remember who it was. It might have been the Hawks. I don't even remember. But the offers just wasn't great. I think all things considered, I would have liked if Griff would have took RJ Barrett instead of Bruce Brown. That's what he should have did. But that deal just sucked. Griff just sucked. He waited too long on that deal. Bree said Eve also seems like he communicates a little on defense. Yeah, the team. That's why I don't like. The Raptors agreed to pay him. Like the team. That's why I don't like the narrative of like the off on net rating, because we got fucking eyes, y'all. We have eyeballs. There's no way you will watch this team with Eve Meese's on the floor and say they're not better with Eve Meese playing. Like, there's no way. I think the consensus can agree that the team is better with Eve Meese playing, right? But the off plus minus net rating might not reflect that, because that's based on a number of things. There's no nuance to that rating. Bruce said, you think the Joker and Tim Duncan were just being kind? I think people say that shit all the time about people, honestly. That's like Kevin Durant speaking about Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas is a great... Whoa, what's that with your Hoffa? That's like Cam Thomas is... Like, people are not going to be mean to rookies or say bad things about... Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not something motherfucker would do. Especially as an elder statesman, player, guy, look up to you. You're not going to do no shit like that. But that's like Kevin Durant speaking about Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas had 10 points or something. He barely played in that game. And Kevin Durant just spoke glowingly about Cam Thomas. Now, if you're a Nets fan and you watch every Cam Thomas game, you probably looking at Kevin Durant like Kevin Durant don't know what the fuck he talking about. But, guys aren't going to be mean to people like that, especially people who say, man, I model my game after you. Guys not going to be mean about stuff like that. I still like Derrick Queen. I just think he's hard to watch with that motor and that style of play, because I don't know, bro. You gotta be a bad motherfucker to play like that, and you gotta have a lot of size. Like, what's his name? Sagoon got size and strength. What's his name? Queen don't got that. Jokic got size and strength. Queen don't got that. DeMarcus Cousins has size and strength. Queen don't got that. People gonna look at their rookie stats and say, look, they're averaging around the same numbers. Yeah, that was fucking 10 years ago. The NBA is easier to score in the NBA than ever. Of course they're averaging around the same numbers. That was like 10 fucking years ago. The NBA has changed 3 times since then. It's an entirely different NBA. 14 points in the 80s is not 14 points in 2026. 14 points in the early 2000s is not 14 points in 2026. You had a motherfucker like Kwame Brown go and get fucking 10 and 10. I don't know, bro. The Luka AD trade looking more and more suspicious by the day. Oh, that was some total league collusion, save the NBA bullshit, bro. Cause you can't a motherfucker can't convince me that wasn't some NBA save the league bullshit, bro. You gotta send DQ to the G League, bro. Honestly, you gotta get him. You gotta get him some. You gotta get him inspired and motivated, because Derek, it ain't just like he's playing bad defense. Cause I've been hearing that cope and scapegoating a lot. It's not that he's playing bad defense. He don't give a fuck. He just out there he just don't care. That's the thing. If he was trying and just looking bad, I would be like, all right, he trying. He needs some work. But now he looked like a person that don't care at all. He like a person that couldn't care less. This man threw about 6 alleys, bro, and none of them was successful. Can you imagine that? He threw about 6 alleys and had about 4 or 5 turnovers. Can you imagine a motherfucker throwing a screen pass and had 6 interceptions? That you would be outraged. You would be like, oh no, send him to Canada. This can't keep happening. Like Derek's been bad for quite some time now. I think today was like the icing on the cake for some of us, but he's been bad for quite some time now. Especially if you've been here watching the shit with me, you know he's been bad for quite some time now. Say Chad, by your name say Chad. I was wondering what in this and never asked. What does that only sign mean? Oh, that's a like a restaurant. That's a restaurant thing. That's a restaurant thing I'm working on. Got to manifest, you know. 504 boys say Silver in Dallas on and fix that in sports betting in Texas. That's like even when the Pelicans won those 2 number 1 picks. It's like that shit was clearly like rigged. You know what I'm saying? It was clearly rigged. Like you just gotta hope the NBA do it for you every once in a while. You know, help you out. Say DQ needs to clear the cream and whatever the hell Frank Thomas is. Squallow say Sohan going to be available at the end of the season. Spurs and pick up his rookie option because he can't shoot. Oh yeah, Sohan's terrible. He is terrible. It like what was it? It was Shaden Sharp, Dyson, Sohan. Dyson and Sohan being picked back to back in this modern day NBA is crazy. Cause them dudes cannot score at all. I said this to Chris and them when we did the post draft show when Dyson got picked. I said, man, I think the most Dyson might ever average in the NBA is like 15, 16 points. I watched so much Dyson film that I was just like, point guard. This dude not a point guard. I don't see that at all. He looked like a small power forward. Yeah, he a fake Dennis Rodman too. Nobody ever dyed their hair like Dennis Rodman ever worked out. I'm starting to notice. Like that's like a bad omen. That's not somebody you want to base your game after, because Dennis Rodman was such a one of one. No, you shouldn't want to do that. Like that's no, don't do that. Nobody who's ever done that has ever been a good player. Then like Draymond, nah. He ain't never tried to be Dennis Rodman either. But I don't know. But yo, man, I appreciate everybody rocking with us, man. Make sure you hit that like button. Take a second, hit the like button, bro. Another loss, another bad coach. This coach sucks. Ryan Artest was another one. He probably was the best version of that, because Ryan Artest got rings. Hit that like button. But Ryan Artest had to change his name to Meta World Peace. Man. Be on the lookout for that membership show I'm dropping tomorrow. Smash the like button. Consider becoming a member if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe. Hit the like button. Hit the bell notification as well. Jess, what's happening with you, Jess? Yeah, hopefully, the 15th coming up. So hopefully by the 15th, this roster looking different, because you've seen enough. It's time to rip the Band-Aid off. And the sad part is a lot of it, it's like, to me, it's 30% roster, maybe 60% coaching, 10% circumstance, right? Because it's like, you got injuries and shit like that. But this is not an 8-win roster. This team should have at least 16 wins. And it should have at least 16 wins, because you think about all the games you lost in the clutch. Knicks, Phoenix won. Minnesota led by double digits. Memphis led by double digits. Dallas led by double digits. Sam, what's happening with your fam? Shout out to my dog Sam in the building. Think about all those games you led by double digits in the fourth, or led in the second half, period, and you just let go of the rope and lost those games. That's coaching. Even against the Blazers, when you were walking them down. San Antonio won the first game. And Memphis, the first 2 games of the season, Memphis and San Antonio, you led by double digits, lost both of those games. That's 2 wins right there. This team could realistically have about 17, 18 wins right now. This bad coaching. Can't get the best player of the ball. Some of that was the roster too. Trey started off the season bad. Poole's having a bad season. Then you had the Zion injuries. Herb's been really bad this season. Jose been really bad this season as well. It's just been tough. Oh, shout out to my dog Sam with that sawbuck, man. I appreciate you, my dog. I hope all is well with you also, man. I'm making it, fam. Lala, I appreciate you as well, sis. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Bruce say you don't think he's gonna get stronger in the next 2 years. You talking about Queen? Yeah, he could get stronger. But that's only one flaw. Like, he got several flaws. That's the tough thing. Like, that's he can get stronger, but that's still one flaw. One flaw he got to correct: decision making, passing. His bag is kind of limited. Like, I think people look at his handle and think he has a lot of ways to score. He just got a cool handle. He don't have a lot of ways to score. All his scores are like erratic hook shots. It's like he just throwing like even that game winning basket he made in at Maryland. It was like an erratic ass floating hook shot. Like, it wasn't like something he can repeat several times. It's just erratic. And I think he just need more surefire ways to score. He gonna need a back to the basket game too. He gonna need a back to the basket game as well. He got long arms though, so he can get to the free throw line. He gonna be able to show the ball, show that he's getting fouled. But his steps are so slow that is like, man, I don't know. You say, but tell me one player who like they trying to play defense on the Pelicans. Shit, I'll tell you a couple. I thought Queen played good defense. Well, not Queen. I thought Poole played good defense for a stretch tonight. Messi always playing defense. Micah Peavy definitely playing defense. Like, I don't think the defense is the problem, honestly. I think the defensive scheme is the problem. The problem is every time they get a stop on defense, they can't score. They turn the ball over. They bad in transition. They kept going to that bunk ass backdoor cut alley. They 0 for 6 on that tonight. They just throwing like the game is tied. Why are you throwing these fucking Hail Marys? It was the team. It's just poor management, poor rotations, bro. The game is tied. They sub Eve Messi out for no reason. Put Derek Queen in. They go on like a 8-0 run, right? Then Brian said, "Don't really watch the NBA anymore, but like to see Zion to win the team." I would like this team to win, Brian. I ain't gonna lie. I honestly, I don't care who on the team, to be honest with you, Brian. I just want this team to win. Then at the end of the game, they cut the lead down to 13, about 8 minutes, 49 seconds left. Put Queen back into the game. They go on a run. Like, take Eve Messi out of the game, put Queen back in the game, go on a run. Then it was the Knicks game, right, where they had a double-digit lead, if I'm not mistaken. You take the guys out, you put Fears and Queen in the game, Knicks go on a run, you lose the game. It's a common denominator. Like, the common denominator is them young dudes playing. Say, do you think PV could be an Alex Caruso type? I don't think PV got the handle. And PV like, what, 24 or something like that? I don't know if he got the handle. If he can work on his handle and finishing ability, yeah. If he can work on his handle and finishing ability. Because I ain't too upset about him not being able to shoot the three just yet. Because that's something you can continue to work on. But his handle was bad. And his finishing ain't really great at the rim. Dane said we shouldn't have drafted PV, another dude who can't shoot. PV can defend though. I think you draft PV to ultimately be your Herb replacement. Because I mean, is Herb that much better than PV defensively? Probably not. Herb averaging 9 points on the season right now. PV probably averaging 4 or some shit like that. They both probably got the same amount of upside, which is not much. I think physically, and PV is a second round guy, but I wanted that dude that the Lakers ended up getting. But I think he played for Arkansas, if I'm not mistaken. But ultimately, PV just going to be a defense guy. You're not really counting on your second rounders to do anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not really an upperclassman, low upside second rounder. You're not really counting on him to do much. Now, if you got like Maxine Renard or some shit like that, that would have been awesome. But if you, like, with some of the guys they ended up getting, I'm just like, you ain't really counting on them guys to do too much. Now, Bruce, I'm not being hard on Queen. I've been stalling Queen out all season. I've been saying a lot of these things the entire season. I've been defending Queen since the Summer League, bro. I've been defending him since the Summer League. It just gets to a point where you can't defend him anymore. I just can't defend him anymore. Like, he gives up so many offensive rebounds. His passing is erratic. His offense is erratic. He makes the bad play almost 70% of the time. That's not something that's quantifiable, but he makes the bad play more often than not. He a rookie. He's a rookie with a bad motor. He's a rookie with a really bad motor. That's just what it is. He's a rookie with a really bad motor, and I think his upside is a little limited. That's why I just said Chris Blake, he's a rookie. But he's also an older rookie. He's 21 years old. So it's not a ton of upside there. He's not gonna get taller. He's not gonna get faster. The most he can do is really get stronger and figure out more ways to score. So that gotta be what you work on him with moving forward. But I think him more than anybody, he would be better in the G League right now. That way he could take a bunch of shots and he can hone his offense. Take a bunch of shots, figure out different ways to score, hone his offense. Because he needs the ball. He needs the ball to feel engaged. If you can't give him the ball in this offense, and he's kind of hurting your offense when he does touch the ball right now, you need to send him somewhere he can take all the shots. Take all the shots, figure out a bunch of different ways to score, and I don't know, because he's not about to grow 3 inches. He's not about to gain 30 pounds of muscle and mass. What do you really do? He can work on his jumper. He could work on his defense. He's never going to be like a great defensive player. Nah, they got plenty of people who went to the G League and figured their games out. Yeah, plenty of guys went to the G League. The G League is it's development. It's there for you to go develop. Nah, they got plenty of people went to that G League, man, and started balling and came back. Shit, Trey Murphy had spent a ton of time in the G League. Who else was in the G League? Nickeil Alexander-Walker spent a bunch of time in the G League. Dyson Daniels spent a bunch of time in the G League. That's what the G League is for. It's for development. A ton of they got dudes who came out of the G League and found real roles in the NBA. That's what the G League is for. Siakam, you know what I'm saying, star players, but I mean that's if you can, but you're not looking for Derek Queen to be a star player right away. He might not be a star. You just want him to be good. If motherfucker go to G League and become good and fine tune his game, that's great. Because, I'm saying we as the fans will be putting way too much onus on, and Siakam, a fucking champion, all-star, multiple, all-NBA guy, multiple NBA Finals appearances. If Derek Queen became Pascal Siakam, that's a home run pick. That's a home run pick if Derek Queen became Pascal Siakam. Derek Queen is a star. Siakam is a star. He's a star. And, I don't know about that. See, I think these dudes overplaying for Borrego at the end of the game. Poole just on the bench, stayed in the space like he was calming himself down. Everyone else starting to walk to the locker room. Yeah, I think they don't like. I don't think they like Borrego much. Truthfully, not like they dislike him. I think they just know he's not good. Chris Blair says, "You trying to play your younger players right now, and it's going to look ugly. It's not looking ugly because the younger players playing. The younger players just ain't got no direction. They got too much freedom. If they had some direction, it probably wouldn't look as bad. For example, Derek Queen should not have started that second half, right? It ain't Derek Queen's fault that he started the second half. If you the coach, make the adjustment, coach. It ain't Derek Queen didn't check himself into the game when the Pelicans had it tied. The coach did that. Derek Queen, these dudes, the players only can do so much. Zion not checking himself out the game. And people be saying shit for players, they can be like, nah, I'm not coming out. That doesn't happen in the NBA. That's not a real fucking thing. If you look at what's happening with Ja Morant and that coach earlier in the season, we all know Ja Morant is not a passive individual, right? He's not a non-confrontational individual. Ja Morant would have told the coach, eat a dick, I'm not coming out the game. If Ja Morant not doing that, then you know that's not something that happens in the NBA. That's just not something that happens. So it's about putting these guys in position to succeed and maximizing what they do well. These two rookies should be coming off the bench to maximize what they do well. They just want to score. All they want to do is score. Bring them off the bench so they can go against second units. Chris Bless said, Joe, but that's the thing. You can still play. You can play your guys big minutes and bring them off the bench. You ain't got to start them. I don't know what Joe telling them. And look, that's the thing too, Chris Blood. We presuming that. Unless you know that for sure, we kind of presuming that. Because, what's his name? Borrego has benched Queen several times. He's benched Fairs a couple times. So he's just choosing to do this in my estimation. I just think he's choosing the wrong time to do it. He don't understand how to win. It's very hard for players to learn how to win if the coach don't know how to win. It's fruit from a poisonous tree. You know what I'm saying? Fruit from a poisonous tree. I learned that in court. Fruit from a poisonous tree, right? If there's no way a motherfucker who's never won anywhere gonna join a Willie Green staff, a coach who's never really won. I mean, he won as an assistant or developmental coach in Golden State, but he's never really won as an individual at a high level. And you bring him with to this staff, it sucks. I would like Chris Blair. I would like Chris Quinn out of Miami. Fisher Blackstar said, I agree with that 1,000%. The rookie should be coming off the bench, but who you start? I would just start Poole and Eve, Messi, and Carlo. Well, until Sadiq Bey get back. Then I would probably start Poole, Zion, Trey, Carlo, or Bey, and Eve. But I think you got to start Eve at this point. You got to. You say so Bruce and so Joe and Troy are wrong? Wrong about what? Drafting DQ? Nah, he a rookie. We ain't gonna know if they was wrong till years from now. I wouldn't have done that, but we ain't gonna know if they was wrong until years from now. We ain't gonna know they was wrong to where the pick lands and how that player plays. We not gonna know if they're wrong. That was just a bad practice though. Yeah, Murray's still here. Murray's still on the bench. I mean, Murray's still out with an injury though. We then against I think the dudes over playing Borrego. Oh yeah, I saw that comment. Squallow says Zion need to curse DQ and Fears out, treat them like rookies. He be talking to Fears on the sideline, but it's like that's the coach. The coach, you can't empower those type of behaviors. I didn't even see Sadiq's injury. They say it's a hip. I guess it's all them fucking turn around fadeaway jumpers put too much torque on his hips. But that's the thing. It ain't just the rookies, to be fair. It ain't just the rookies. Sadiq has had some bad shot selection as well. It's everybody. That's what I'm saying. It's just a free for all. It ain't all on the rookies. It ain't all on the rookies. It's like you got a veteran like Sadiq, veteran like Herb, veteran like Jose, veteran like Jordan Poole. The only two guys that's not really erratic with their shot selection is Zion and Trey. And that's just a bad personality trait, if you ask me. Sam Winter said if we don't surround Zion with shooting, what's the point of keeping him? The interesting thing, Sam, is they're going to run into that same issue with Queen. Because Queen, he need a ton of shooters in the center as well. But he's not as prolific offensively. Like the threat of him getting downhill ain't really there offensively. He's not an advantage creator. So I'm trying to see how you build a team. And then with Fears is an on-ball player. Queen is an on-ball player. Queen is a play starter, not a play finisher. Fears is a play starter, not a play finisher. How you about to play them two to get like I don't know. I don't think they need a complete reset, honestly, Scott. I just think they need a better coach. You just never had a good coach. And you need some shooting and rebounding, of course, but you just never had a good coach. Bill said the entire team shit. I think it's the coaching, honestly. Bill, I think he just sucks. I mean, he just trash everywhere he went. He's really just trash everywhere he went for us, Borrego. Willie Green probably would never be a head coach again. Probably. I mean, maybe for a tanking team. Like, he might take over the Wizards or some shit. But Borrego, he sucks, bro. They should have let Borrego go to New York. Because what's the worst case scenario? If Casey Hill was running this team instead of Borrego, it probably looks exactly the same. Yeah, I agree with you, Fisted Blackstar. Trey is a play finisher, not a starter. Trey not supposed to be dribbling, collapsing the defense, kicking it out. No, Trey supposed to catch and shoot, or catch, up fake, drive, dunk, catch, shoot, up fake, get to the rim. And Bing said the Wizards playing better than us. Yep, absolutely. Now, I honestly, if you ask me today, I wish I had Alex Sarr more than Derrick Queen, because Alex Sarr he's exactly the type of big you need. But it is what it is, man. That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Look, you can't look in the past. All you can do now is look forward and try to fix the situation. But, I mean, it's fixable. It ain't an all hopeless loss situation. You still got all your own picks aside from next year, and you got tradable assets. You don't have no bad contracts. It's just frustrating because you know that this team, even with their roster shortcomings, you know the team just not being maximized. You know the team not being maximized by the coaching staff, and that's the frustrating part. But that's been today's show, man. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Membership show dropping tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Hit the bell notification. I'll see y'all after the next one, man. I'm out. Y'all be